Welcome to the Jungle Squadcast. Before we get into today's episode, we want to remind you that this content is intended for adult audiences only. You must be 18 years or older to watch. Everything you're about to hear is purely for entertainment purposes. We keep it raw, unfiltered, and sometimes wild, but nothing should be taken as serious advice or as guidance. The opinions expressed are just that, opinions and not facts. This is the Jungle Squadcast, and its hosts are not responsible for how you interpret or act on anything discussed in this episode. Now that that's out the way, let's get into it.
Of the weed. At this moment right here.
Nah, he shouldn't have been in the fight at all. I think whoever told him to get in the fight and whoever was at his corner and shit, they definitely should have threw in the towel the first 30 seconds, bro.
You know what's crazy? First 30 seconds, he was doing his thing. I'm like, oh shit, he about to do bro in.
Nah, he ran out of gas quick, bro.
Real quick. Yeah. After like a minute and a half, it was slow. Downhill.
It definitely reminded me of like Fast and Furious when Dom was racing and then the other guy just hit the turbo fast and he just looking at that nigga like stupid. Right at the end. Yeah, right at the end. It's like, dude, that shit was crazy. So like that's literally what happened. So it was bad business for a lot of people at the elite event, bro.
That's funny.
I think it looked like it went smooth though.
I think what he should do is elite, good idea, came from the Jungle Squadcast. If you promoting this for the fighters, create a training camp. Hire some either underground nigga from a coaching gym or somebody really dope in the fighting. Hire them for a training. Tell them that pay a certain package type shit, and then train them up into the fight type shit.
A lot of them need it, man.
Bag. You see how when Apple, the phone charge is broken, you really want to go to Apple store to get the shit fixed. So think about the same concept.
He said, hold on.
That's some business shit right there. I don't know.
That's free game right there.
But ladies and gentlemen, for y'all, it's been a week. But for us, it's a little different. So, but we right back. All right.
Exactly.
Episode 106?
107.
Nah, I think it's 106, guys.
So you just dropped 105, but the day before was 106.
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
107.
I think it's 107.
Welcome.
Damn, did I get it mixed up last night then?
No.
We said 107.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jungle Squadcast episode 107. You feel me? It's your boy Abe Loso here with my A1 day ones. My boy to my left, we got Mr. Rod. What's goody?
You dig. We in the building, man. Bless. Sir, highly favored.
We're gonna keep it simple and precise today.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. To my right,
sound blessed.
Mr. Rod. What's goody? How you doing?
What up, bro? I'm here. I'm happy to be here.
Keep it precise, bro.
Right,
that's it. Keep it precise.
All right, yeah. Save it for the main event. All right. Last but not least, we got a superstar in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got the next artist of 2025 and up in the building.
Talk about it.
Gooney Jay's in the fucking building. Talk about it.
I'm in the building. I will say thank you, but I'm supposed to keep it precise. That's what I was told. So
you got
only
precise.
Yeah,
I'm out here right now. It took a little hour drive to get out here, but it's a blessing. Anytime that we get a platform that's willing to share their space with us, appreciate you guys. So we'll start there. But thank you.
So you're from Hartford,
Manchester.
Yeah. Wow, you came all the way from Manchester to fuck with the Jungle Squadcast?
I had to, bro.
Appreciate that.
Special ride.
If they want to, they will.
Yo, for real. I think I'd seen you on another platform. Shout out to Mr. Montana, actually. And then I was just like, yo, this artist, I was listening to your music. I was like, yeah.
Thank you.
I like people who kind of like steer away from the natural grain of things, and I feel like you're in the fine balance of it. Like,
thank you.
I fuck with it so far. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
I mean, honestly, you kind of hit the nail on the head. So the new project I'm coming out with, it's called The Giving Tree. That's going to be my new album. I took a little bit of a hiatus. I had a song called Ghost, do some crazy numbers, and then basically I had to step back and reevaluate and say, am I taking the right steps? But for this album, The Giving Tree, the whole subject matter of it is like the Shel Silverstein book, like when we were kids back in the day.
Yeah.
How the tree is always giving and the boy is always taking. I looked at it with music like I've been both roles. You know what I mean? I've been the person who's been giving, and I've been the person who's taken advantage of people before. So it's like a self-reflection album. You know, conceptual idea, obviously, but it fits right into.
I like that.
That's dope.
You're like a person who's very conscientious in their music.
Quality over quantity. I'm not a big algorithm guy, to be honest with you. Like that's,
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's not really my feng shui.
I think that's the only reason why you're here.
For sure.
There's a lot of people I've had on here, like artist wise specifically, and it's really like I love being nice and respectful to people, but it's really hard for me to sit there and say, yo, I fuck with your music when I can't. So it's just
thank you for the compliment before then. Yeah, obviously you meant it.
We don't just give you fake shit. You feel me?
Yeah, because I definitely, when I was literally telling you how I want to collab with people who are not only consistent, but who I would say like personally fit my demographic when it comes to content creation or some shit like that. I think that's who I like to work with. Hard workers, people who are onto like something that's not too far fetched, but like it's like a fine line. We're like a little bit at the fine line. We're right there. I don't know if we're too good or too bad yet, because sometimes this podcast goes left real quick. It's a little crazy.
Listen, I've only been here for 5 minutes, but anybody watching this, I want to tell you something. This is one of the few places I walked in and there was actually a template that was organized. So it's like for all the interviews, all the places I've been, no shot at anybody in the past, but this is a beautiful thing to see the level of organization you guys have. So expect things from you guys.
Yeah,
you know?
bro.
Hopefully this is your smallest one, and then you got taking a bigger artists. You know.
Thank you, bro. Wow. I think to me that's how you kind of like gotta be, because when we were starting off the podcast, we didn't necessarily have a list and we were freestyling it, but then it started going left and we started talking about like a lot of provocative things, and it just wasn't really conceptual or really good for the algorithm. So this gave us a way to not only have any like pauses in the conversation, it's like nice and consistent, and it gives each of us like a niche to like talk about. So it kind of like was studied about what we talked about in the first like 25 episodes, and then we organized it more in a constructive way. Excuse me. Yeah. Yo, I don't know why, but in the past week or so, I've been studying like stuttering like crazy, bro. It's annoying.
On overdrive right now.
I've been studying like crazy too, though. But I think my mind is going way too faster, like much faster than
right now. One time,
I can hear, bro. You studied like 4 times just now.
All right, leave me alone. I'm gonna talk a little bit more slowly, and let's see if we can pick it up. But
just don't stutter in any arguments, nigga. You cooked after that. You ever try to?
You're done.
I had come back and hear
done.
Yeah, I can't stand that actually, because I had the rebuttal. I had it, but just because I needed a little bit more time, that doesn't mean you can shit on me. But how long you been making music for?
So I'm 28. I've been doing this since I was 9 years old.
I was trying to guess your age, bro. I could not tell.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Professionally, I'd say about 2 years, 3 years.
Wow.
As far as music goes, but I've been trying to do it professionally my whole life. It just, you know, the puzzle worked together, and recently it's been able to be a thing. So
that's amazing.
That's
since 9 you've been doing music.
What happened?
You said since 9?
9, yeah.
Word. Like,
now, granted, I wasn't recording and jumping in the studio.
But you were still writing and all that.
Yep, curious and just, you know, exploring around in the music scene and stuff.
That's dope.
That. So
when did you take it to the studio?
I think the first, I guess, rough studio session I ever did was with an iPod Touch. I had like the headphones with the wire and everything sitting in my room. You know what I mean? Parents are asleep. I don't want them to know I rap yet. You know, I'm rapping about shit I don't even understand, just basically copying Nas or Lil Wayne or whoever I hear. And then slowly, progressively, as life, you know, unfolded, poetry was always big for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would have probably been, you know, a country singer or a rock star if I could hold a note, but I can't. So I took the rap lane because it made sense across the board. So
yeah, you definitely you have autotune now, so you can still kind of do all those type of things.
You can do it like a robot.
Yeah,
if I want to be a robot.
Who were like? I was just gonna ask you, like, who were your top 3 artists?
So I would say like rap wise, definitely Wayne #1. Joel Santana was #2. Like I Can't Feel My Face was like kind of the project that made me be like, wow, I want to be a rapper.
Joel Santana. Wow, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I like that.
Joel's it's crazy too. I've done 2 shows with him. I actually brought him out to Manchester, Vernon area, so we could
Oh,
show
word?
out there too. Yeah, and yeah, that was like a dream come true to meet
Yeah,
somebody.
he's my favorite
like
out
that.
the group.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Dipset definitely was a big influence.
Yes, sir.
I'd say for number 3, it's tough because it's like I would say 50 Cent, but more so later in life, he was more influential on me.
Like he's like your Jay-Z.
Yeah, exactly. He's like
Yeah.
my Jay-Z, I would say. But I'm pretty open-minded. Like I like all types of music and everything.
I
Like,
thought you was gonna be like Mac Miller,
Oh, nah,
Eminem,
yeah.
MGK.
Yo, I'll tell you
thought
this,
was-
like
Racist,
with the Eminem thing, it was like, and it actually goes along with what you're saying. It's like everybody always used to be like, "Oh, do you listen to M or do you associate with this?" And I never did on purpose because I didn't want to sound like him.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So once I was like 22, 23, I circled back and gave it a shot.
Once you had what your
My
way
sound
was.
was,
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't
my
think
way.
you should have had done for your sound,
Yeah.
yes, but for Eminem, like being in the moment for certain music, I don't think looking back it'll be as impactful. Like if you listen now, but
Yeah.
it does help with what you're saying though for your rapping. It does make sure
It's
you
like
don't.
'cause they put you
sound
in a
like
box, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It doesn't matter who's looking at me when they say, "Okay, you're a rapper." They're gonna assume it's like Mac Miller or somebody
Yeah,
like that.
because if you
know?
listen
So
to "Love the Way You Lie" now, it's definitely to me
It's not
not
the
gonna
same
hit
thing.
the way
Yeah.
it was back in 2010. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the most, I say current. Like, I mean, if you've heard some of my catalog and stuff, I don't really try to, go towards the trendy direction. So,
Yeah.
like, although it's more beneficial for my career if I do follow that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
it's just never really been like I've never really been like a super pop culture kind
Yeah.
of person.
It's more for you than it is for.
It's therapeutic, honestly.
Exactly.
Like,
I
that's why I
agree.
make music, I would say, is more of a therapy purpose than,
So then, how's your like the business life like side of it?
I mean,
How
it's
do you
ups,
make money off of it, basically?
ups and downs. I mean, streaming shows, anything like that. So publishing, you know what I mean?
Teddy's opened up for quite a couple people.
I've done show actually over here at Total Mortgage. I opened up for Polo G.
You're lying.
Done show. No, I'm not lying.
That's fire.
That's
I'll
OD.
send you
You
a
were
video
just talking
after.
about how fire his fucking album was.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
poet.
who else. Young M.A., Fetty Wap.
You were just talking about how Young and May got disrespected from
Nah,
the
literally
female
last
list.
night.
She wasn't in the top 25, bro.
Crazy, bro.
And
I'd
we
like to
just-
see her make a comeback too, because
Yeah.
honestly, she was like the grittiest, best like female rapper.
Yeah.
in the
It still
modern-
is,
yeah.
but it's like a diamond in the rough right now. They don't really see
Yeah.
it yet.
And we was at Elite the other night, and we saw somebody with one eye. So like, crazy
Yeah.
to mention Fetty.
Nah, but who
Wap.
about your
Literally.
accolades? Definitely, I like that.
that's crazy.
Go down the list of your resume. This is fire.
So I mean, as far as like first album that had any noise or song that had any noise, I would say it was probably like 2020. I had one project, it was called Cry for Help. That one did about like 25,000 streams or so, and that was where I kind of looked and said, okay, wow, I didn't really put much marketing budget in this. How did this happen? Maybe there's potential here. And then I really just put my foot on the gas all the way, like pay to play shows, anything I could do to get in front of people, anywhere I could be in a room to tell somebody I make music.
Yeah.
That was kind of how I started up.
Fire.
Dropping every 2 weeks. I tried to do the algorithm thing. Felt like I was short selling myself as an artist. Kind of pulled back from that, and then my song Ghost ended up taking off, and that's kind of
On Instagram or some shit? or
YouTube.
On YouTube.
It's got about I think like 15 million streams or so right now.
Wow.
So
Oh
it's-
my gosh, bro! I really don't
Check it out.
know. You're probably one of the biggest celebrities we've had here, and I'm just treating you so casually right now.
I mean, it's funny you say that though, because it's like views and streams that doesn't always correlate with like social presence, right? And like
Yeah.
the beauty of it, like that I like to look at is like my goal is to be able to have a huge fan base, but still be able to go to the mall with my family and not get swarmed.
Yeah.
Like so that's why it's dope when I hear you say that. Like
My boy's trying to be the
you
white
had
J.
it.
Cole.
Incognito. Nah, that's
Something
dope,
like
bro.
that, right?
I'm gonna try very hard today to not, say the N word.
Yeah, you good, bro. You good.
I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna minimize.
As long as
how
I
many
don't, I think
times.
that's supposed to be the rule.
I think you can for us to go viral. That'd be crazy. Go ahead.
We're
Say
not
it
doing
5
that
times.
I like a career.
I like a career.
No, because I literally heard some type of reel of a guy doing an interview with somebody. He was a white dude, and he was like, I think in Baltimore or some shit. He was like, yeah, say nigger or some shit. Like yeah, nigger. Oh yeah, but don't do it.
Yeah, we're not.
That was the only one for the episode.
Oh
So
yeah, I
hit-
said it with the hard ER too. Yeah.
Hit you with the finish the sentence. Cheese.
Cheese.
What comes after cheese? Cheese what?
I don't
If it's
picture.
a food, cheese,
pizza,
pizza,
burger,
then
Vin Staples.
Nigga, nah.
diagram.
Hit him with the Vin, nigga. You never heard that joke before?
No.
You get people to do a bunch of like tag-ons to add-ons to the word, and then after you end it with the Vin, and then
I got
you do
you.
it to a white person.
That's like a
Vin.
dun.
Yeah, I'm slow. That shit going like over my head right now.
Trap, though.
See now, who wasn't trying to?
All right, so if you had to choose one female artist and one male artist, celebrity or dead or alive, to work with in the studio, who would it be?
Oh my gosh. One female artist or male artist?
And one male artist.
Okay. Well, definitely for the male one, I'd definitely say Wayne. Just circling back to because like I'll put it to you this way: I cried the first time I went to a concert. It was a Lil Wayne concert. I was like 12 years old, and I was standing on the chair crying like a weirdo.
That's
Crazy.
Like I say this. I never sugarcoat shit. I'm a hip hop fan and a rap fan before I was a rapper. You know what I mean? And like, so that's why I would say Wayne. Female artist. That's a tough toss up. I think like if I wanted to make like a current song, I like the way like I'd say like Coi Leray is very like herself.
Yeah,
versus like
I
a lot
agree.
of other female musicians. She's very like be yourself, and that kind of fits along with my brand.
I like that.
Beyonce's cool, of course, because just the legendary status.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I think it
I give
depends
you that.
what your goal is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not honestly versed enough to even like give justification to who would be the best because there's so many good female artists out there these days. So
Yeah, you don't have to say who'd be the best, but definitely, I like how you said Coi Leray, and she's not necessarily deemed the best, but you
Right.
said like it fits your style, so
Personality
it'll pull
wise,
out
you
your
know?
best potential of the song, which is dope. A lot of people will go straight for like the hottest name just to make sure like the streams go up, but the song won't have longevity. It'll come and go, basically.
Right.
Damn, that's crazy. What about you?
Not if it's a Michael Jackson song. I'm gonna have to go with MJ, bro.
I like that.
We're gonna make a bop that's gonna last forever.
Yeah, that's timeless for sure.
Yeah.
Even Party All the Time when him and Eddie Murphy still get played. Like, you feel me? Like Michael Jackson song's gonna get some longevity for sure. I'd choose for a female artist. I can't really think of one, but if I'm just naming someone that passed, that would be cool. And I needed to crossover. Selena.
Okay.
Selena.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got one?
For me, male artist, probably be Drake.
Drake?
Typical.
If it wasn't Wayne, I'd agree with you on mine on that. Too.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Drake for sure.
It wasn't.
And then female wise, I'll probably go with like an Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Aaliyah for sure. We're gonna do some retro bop for sure.
Aaliyah, yeah, that's fire. Rest in
Rock
peace.
the boat.
For sure.
Damn, for me, for male, damn, I just had it in my head. Then you said Aaliyah, and then I started thinking about Aaliyah. But for female artists, I definitely will want to work with somebody from like a old school. It doesn't really have to be R&B, but she can kind of like cross over. So I want to choose Doechii for female artists right now. For male artists, there's like a couple of them. I really do want to work with A Boogie. I don't know why. I feel like me and him would make dope music. He comes with the melody, and I come with the bars.
Word.
The balance. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, there's another one, Mac Miller. That was the one I was gonna originally say. Mac, that's my favorite artist.
Really?
Yeah, I know that sounds crazy because I'm black, but your favorite artist is black. That's funny. My
irony in itself,
I'm
right?
black and my favorite artist is white.
Makes sense.
That's crazy. That's actually pretty dope. But Lil Wayne isn't in my top 5 though. It used to be Eminem, but after 2013, 2015, it like Marshall Mathers LP2. After that, I was like, I can't
It's not the same. Yeah,
really be his fan. Like I don't listen to him no more. Basically.
Right.
So other than that, I said my female artist, right?
Yeah.
Doechii. Yeah, but if I wanted to go a little bit like on the R&B side, I would have to go with Mary J. Blige too.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Because I can imagine me and her doing like a part 2 to like what her and Method Man did.
5.
I really think I could do that.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
then go shoot a power scene like that.
Let's do this.
Then go shoot
All right, if you were to recommend a song to get somebody to listen to you and like you out of your discography, what would it be?
So out of discography that's out right now, I would say
Go check out
maybe I'm going with probably my song Limelight.
Limelight.
It's actually about 4 years old. But I think it gives a good kind of synopsis of what's to come. Because I say like there was like a little period in time where everything wasn't really where I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Whether it was sound wise or whether it was just the type of beats I was using and stuff.
Yeah.
But I kind of circled back with this project and have that sound that I had from like 2016, 18, like that range. And Limelight was the one that kind of popped from that era. Yeah.
Was that the one you were talking about that hit 25K?
That was Cry for Help. So that was the album before that.
Oh, okay,
Limelight
okay.
was a single. And then Ghost was the one that really ended up
Took it off.
skyrocketing. Yeah,
Damn, that's fire.
That's dope.
Thank you.
So go check out Limelight, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to let you
Appreciate
know
that.
that he got some music that's heat. It's here
Sure.
and here. All right.
And hit.
Absolutely.
That's where it hits.
Absolutely.
All right?
A lot of don't got it
You got
here.
something for the ladies so they can.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
got a
Yeah,
couple
that's all
bops
we
in
need
there
to know
for
too.
them.
We need universal bops out
Bro,
here.
we was doing
We
shows
outside.
all through last year. Every strip club in the state, Rockstar, Pure Platinum, Lucky. So we got enough
You
songs.
seem so calm.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you
I'm
just
not
like.
I put it like this. I'm not the one over there throwing millions of dollars at him, but I'm definitely the one who hosts a nice, fun, safe show, and we're gonna have some beautiful ladies present. So you know what I mean.
You
That's
see
how
what
I'm-
happened.
Heavy on the safe.
When's your next show?
So as of current, I don't have anything booked up at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to do some release events, like a release party. That's probably going to be at Ryan's Sports Bar in Manchester.
Oh, nice.
So that's a new venue. It just opened up about 6 months ago, but I'm super cool with the owner. Just got some good rapport from before he opened the business.
That's dope.
And he put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this spot. So it's going to be kind of like the first hip hop oriented event that goes on there.
Fire. When
But
is it?
We don't know yet. We don't know.
Hopefully
It's
there's
going
more
to
to
depend when
come.
this album comes out. So
Oh yeah, let
right
me know.
before we got here, we were actually over at the studio, just you know what I mean, cooking up and shit like that. getting
Oh
ready.
shit! Right.
Literally right before we got here. So
Man, that's fire.
Yeah, so-
You have any special features we gotta look forward to?
features, no. This album, I really wanted it to be more of like a story of me.
Yeah.
I would say, because I think I got too caught up with that a little bit in the past. Like, not necessarily like purchasing features and shit like that, but just like associating
Like
with
collabing
bigger
and shit.
entities and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I built my own brand identity first with this project to give
Yeah.
people something to really fall back on. But you will see some features, you know, in the future and stuff. So
Damn. And my last interview question before you stop being pressed is: do you have like a manager or a team or anything? It's just
I
you?
I definitely have a team, I would say. It's mostly just my friends, frankly. Like I don't have like a paid manager. I don't have a label, anything like that. So I'm 100% independent. If anybody's looking, whether, you know, Rock Nation, Capital, anybody want to find a new artist, you know, just holler at me. But right now I'm currently fully independent. I record over at Soundloft over in Brantford. I also record over at Connecticut People Records on Arbor Street in West Hartford there. So I kind of try to float around 203-860, but yeah, for the most part, that's about it.
Damn, because you're in Manchester, so
Yep.
this is not a rap anymore. But are you considered a Patriots fan or like what?
Everybody else is. I'm not really a Patriots fan.
What are
But
you?
If so, don't laugh at me. But like when I was a kid, my grandfather was really into like the Rams, Marshall Folk, and all that. So like you know what I'm saying, Kurt Warner days. So
Okay.
I'm still a Rams fan at heart. They're insane. Or in,
I
where
respect
are they
Kurt
now?
Warner,
LA.
so-
Is that where
Yeah,
they
yeah,
switched?
LA
So it's like,
Rams.
you know, not the same thing. But I guess if I'm gonna pick a team, I'll probably go with the
Rams?
Yeah.
Damn.
Respect
All
the
right. I don't. Y'all have any questions? I feel like I pressured him and asked him a lot of questions. So I just want to get to know the nigga. You just sound interesting,
Nah,
bro.
for real.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
It's just like cool niggas.
He opened up for who?
Yeah, he started talking about open up niggas. I'm like, all right, let's actually hear what you have to say. But is there any like highs and lows that you want to talk about?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know what I mean? With music, there's no guarantee. It's not like a job where you clock in every single day and you kind of know what you're going to pull or take home.
Yeah.
Like with music, you might have the best month of your life immediately followed by the worst month of your life.
Damn.
And if you're not, you know, managing and making sure like, okay, every penny I put back into this is going to generate another penny back, it's very easy to fall into the trap. And myself, like I've never been up. I'll put it like this, like anybody watching this, I'm not a rich rapper. I'm not an up rapper. I'm not none of that. I got just enough to get by and I'm grateful for it through
Yeah.
music. But I'll say this, like,
Oh, you live off your music, basically?
yeah. Like I don't have like a day job or anything like that. It's just strictly music, everything.
Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
still a
like,
blessing.
Yeah, God bless you for that.
And like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's like it is a blessing, but that was a long time coming, bro. Because when it first started going right, I put all the money in the wrong places.
Mm-hmm.
Features, doing bigger shows than I was capable of pulling crowds for.
Yeah.
A lot of different things that I thought was the right move, but I didn't have the blueprint set up. So it took me, honestly, about a year and a half to just climb out of debt to be able to release again.
Damn.
So that's where I'm at right now. Is like finally getting back on the horse because I didn't want to release until I had basically 8 months, 9 months worth of content pre-made,
Damn,
So,
8-9 months worth of content.
basically right now I'm sitting on an album, about 6 singles, couple music videos, a lot of short form content.
Yeah.
Obviously podcasts are kind of the lead up. That's kind of what I'm doing as far as like promo goes beforehand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about where I'm at with it.
Cooking right now.
Taking out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, you're the only artist who came up here talking like they had a 5-year plan, nigga. Like, nigga
It always
know what
happens.
to do. Like, that's just not fire.
Thank you.
I could call you nigga. I just want to say that. Nah, but I said that 3 times. All right, so then let's get a nigga jar going in here.
Nah.
All right, but nah.
And jar's crazy.
Let's get going away from
canceled for laughing.
By association.
Nah, you know those white guys. They're like, you can't say that. They can't say the N words, but they're niggas by association. Like, you feel me?
So you invited to the cookout.
So we know who you are.
I'm Italian, so we'll look at it like this.
Play
Like,
ball with us.
you can share my spaghetti. Whatever you offer me at the cookout, I'll take it.
That's a
Rock out like
fact.
that.
That was some Italian shit right there. There we
That
go.
was some Eminem
Spaghetti at the
spaghetti shit
cookout.
right there.
That was dope.
He just came from Detroit recording his album. Nah, let me stop. But Gettin Gone, ladies and gentlemen. Real country. Ernest, I don't know who that is, but it's a feature with Snoop. I guess he's a country artist. Country song going on. Has anybody heard Gettin Gone with Ernest and Snoop Dogg? The country
Oh
song.
man, it was cool. I mean, I can be a fan of country sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Shabuzi got you, yeah.
Yeah, Shabuzi got me, and I've learned to like listen to like Morgan Wallen, like different shit like that. So I can't say it was horrible, but it was just funny to see Snoop there. I thought it's just Snoop having fun. Like, this is all Snoop Dogg does. It's just different side missions. Like, you feel me?
Side missions.
The main quest. Like, now you just need to fill up on side quests.
Bro is literally
yeah.
completing side quests.
I don't know. I think he's just... If he was going to do a country song, I would have preferred him to collab with Shabuzi. It would have sounded a little bit more natural to me. This collaboration didn't seem organic to me, but it was funny. I definitely had my jokes watching the video. Snoop Dogg definitely looked comfortable in the video. I am never going to listen to it again, but I appreciate it for what it is. It was just, like you said, I think he was just having fun.
Yeah, literally. Like, I think that was the whole concept. And like, even after like watching the video, I think it was just meant for him to have fun. Like Rad said, like, he's just completing side quests at this point. But when I first heard it, like in the car, I was like, he's catering too much to his sound. But then I heard it again and I'm like, he kind of flowed on it. Like, you feel me? It's not like a miss, you feel me? And then I just feel like the music video was just the added touch. Like, you could see Snoop Dogg is really just having fun with that shit.
Like, sonically, Ernest and Snoop Dogg just didn't sound like they mixed together. Like,
it wasn't terrible though. Like, I've heard some like terrible, like, bro, you should never make this type of song or this type of genre again.
No, he sound good on the genre. Like, both of them sound good, but I'm just saying them together on the song, it didn't sound good. It sounded like they both just punched in their verses instead of like both really being there in the studio and cooking up together. Like, it just didn't seem like organic to me.
I mean, Ernest had enough to pay for the Snoop feature, and he took it. You feel me? So
Snoop definitely emailed them that little airdrop. He had the headphones with the iPod Nano and the shit, just recording it through the phone. It's crazy.
It was a feel good record. It looks like kind of a plant record, to be honest.
You feel good.
Like, I mean, if none of us know who Ernest is, I'm sure he has a huge fan base wherever he has it.
Snoop Dogg on it. Now we talking about
got
you.
Snoop on it, so it's got people like us talking. So
Who the hell is Ernest?
Now we got to find Ernest. Ernest?
Yeah.
Who Ernest?
Who's
Let's find out who Ernest is.
My boy
But
Ernie.
overall, like for the song though, for what it is, I definitely give it like an 8.5 just because I appreciated their performance. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm not going back to it, but I like it. It's not bad. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I got an 8 for it. You feel me? Definitely, just because I got respect for Snoop Dogg. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's Uncle Snoop. Niggas got respect for him.
Yeah. It's
What
an
about you, Goonie Jay,
I
my
say
guy?
like a 7, 8, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Like the country part was cool. Snoop's part I think was actually better than I thought it would be. Frankly, like
Yeah.
when I'm looking
agree.
at it and watching the video, I'm like, is he gonna be able to pull this off? But, like,
Mhm.
Right.
he kind of walked on it a
He
little bit.
delivered.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
He kind of outshined Ernest a little bit.
and that's what's kind of like got me like, damn, like who is Ernest? Because why did Snoop Dogg just walk on you on a country song?
Effortlessly, like,
exactly what Ernest needed.
Yeah, Ernest gave him that battery pack. That's what happened.
But I mean, double-edged sword though. It's like that. Now they both have each other's markets, which is a great thing too. 'Cause,
Exactly.
you know,
for sure.
That's not a double-edged sword then.
no, it's not double. What is it? Double something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Two sides of the street. I don't know.
Two sides of the same coin, I guess. I don't
something
know.
like that.
Like a hand wash hand.
Double-edged. Damn, now I want to know because I don't know what the right term is. That's good. That's a good question.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you though. They're both definitely scrubbing each other's backs for a fact.
Word.
Pause.
Hand wash hand was cool. He said they're scrubbing each other's backs.
All right, guys, we got to get over this Paul shit. I'm 20.
Bro, it's been a long weekend, bro.
Huh?
It's been a long weekend. That's
I
why we
know,
on
but
you.
like, damn, was that really gay?
It was just, we had the
Scrubbing each
right
other's
reference
backs.
already. Like, it was hand wash hand. And they said, yeah, they was definitely scrubbing each other. Like, not even just washing each other's backs, scrubbing each other's backs.
Yeah, muck and grime out like
When the vocabulary bites you in the ass. Cause it's
My bad. Can I talk about the next song now? You gonna keep
Yes, sir.
flaming?
You got it, bro. You got it.
All right. Like, speaking of legends, say now, Quavo and Lil Baby, they finally came through with another collaboration after like 10 years. It's called Legends. Honestly, this was one of them ones for me.
this is a banger.
Really one of them ones.
Yeah, what y'all think?
best song in a while from both artists for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
nailed
exactly.
For sure.
it. And that's why I'm excited about it, because it's like, they singles just been like, mid. All right, you could have kept that. That's a throwaway. But this one is like,
Nah, you are like, say it for what it is. Them shit's been ass, trash, traki, basura.
they been
I don't
cool.
think Little Baby missed on like what's
Bro,
his
Lil
last
Baby
single?
been cheeks.
He been missing. You feel me? Because he started off too high.
Yeah,
and that's
way
what it
too
was.
high.
So it's
after
like,
COVID.
you feel me? But for Quavo, for him, like, I was just happy that he just went straight and just spit. You feel me? He didn't try to melodize, throw it off. You feel me? Change the like beat a little bit. Like, the beat was just consistent, and they both just stomped on it.
Nah, I definitely don't think Lil Baby missed. He just dropped Wham, bro, beginning of the year, and that album wasn't bad.
It wasn't crazy though.
Yeah, but I'm
calm.
like to say he was been missing. Like, nah, he delivered on that album, and then even now with
So what's
this
a hit song
with
with the
this
album?
single, it was pretty good. I gotta look to add it because I don't go to Little
Exactly.
That's
Baby.
not a hit then.
No, I don't listen to Little Baby every
Exactly.
day. That's
You can't
why.
even
It's not a
name
hit.
one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Rock
But-
49, what the hell?
He got
me?
beat myself with Rod Wave, nigga.
He said he got
Rod
beat
Wave.
myself.
Yeah, it was Outfits with 21 Savage. Nigga had a song with Young Thug and Future on it.
None
Like,
of them is hits.
but
Is
the-
what
yeah,
I'm saying.
That's the only one. The Dumb and Dumber is the only one, and that's him featuring
Young Thug, yeah.
Yeah, I was.
But aside from that, even the singles he been dropping been like,
Yeah,
Moral of the story was refreshing.
yeah. This,
Yeah,
Little
literally.
Baby
That.
Legends needed this song to get out of a funk that they were in for a long time.
I can hear you.
Right now, I think Lil Baby kind of should, I guess, collab a little bit more with Quavo Quavo should lean towards hitting Lil Baby up because I don't know, man. Quavo's after that confrontation with Chris Brown, he's been like on a lifeline for quite some time. Lil Baby's been chilling, but he just hasn't been doing that. But I think Quavo working with Lil Baby, he should probably see if that could be like a EP or a project or do a tour or a show or some shit. Because I like
take
them
an
together.
EP. I'd take an EP from both of them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to give this song. I want to say I'm gonna give it a solid for this genre 8.59.
Yeah, I'm going with a 9 because that's definitely on the playlist for me. So like, that's a 9.
I agree with the 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5 was it.
Yeah, wow, guys, we're really killing it right now. The only thing I do want to hope is that Lil Baby is coming out with an album, and I also want to appreciate Lil Baby, his family situation. I don't know if he had went on like some type of yacht or some shit. It was really cool. Both of his like baby mom's family kids, they all chopping it up on the yacht, you know, for the kids.
That's dope.
So like I like how he really is like a human, like
Family oriented for sure.
like a human being. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a human.
yeah. Because rappers, they really don't believe that they're human at all. They just be living like these.
I'm different.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying actually. But I want to say that A Boogie is another one, right? I wouldn't want to say that he's been missing, but he's been really under the radar. And
Since his last album.
we had I seen an interview either last week or the week before, and it definitely answered a lot of questions as to why he's been quiet and under the radar. So it's not that he hasn't been making music. Bro's been making music and been in the studio every day. But he says, bro, I make music, but unfortunately this is going to be music that you guys are never going to hear because it's for me, it's for my ears and for my emotional stability. And I like low-key didn't know how to feel about it because like as an artist, I can understand that and I can respect that. But as a fan, I'm like, nigga, I will smack the shit out you. Like,
Like, what do you mean I'm never gonna hear
Supposed to be able to relate, nigga. Like,
yeah,
Like,
like,
do your job. Do your fucking job.
yeah, that just means he's getting so personal and snitching on himself, and I can't be mad at him because this is literally what the advice that I was talking about that what's his name, Lil Durk should follow. Now, if he would have did that route, like, you know, just recorded and kept it in the vote, his ass probably would have been in jail. So,
right.
like, I can't be mad that A Boogie's doing that, but I also was like, damn, I low-key wish I was his brother, uncle, or some shit, like, or just...
Yo, bro, you
Just
gotta
alter
drop
a
in the
lyric or
circle,
two.
like,
If it's
yeah,
that
yeah,
serious,
somebody
bro,
I could
like-
give him
The world gotta hear
advice
this.
to drop.
Yeah, so he finally shared something with the world. It's called Winter's Over with, what's his name?
Damn.
Murder Wallace?
Was it?
Or Miracle Whip? It started with an M, nigga.
He said some MW.
Hurricane Wisdom, bro.
Oh, Wisdom.
Nah, Miracle Whip. This dude is freaky. Miracle Whip.
How was that? Alright, nah.
Miracle Whip.
What's wrong with
He
Miracle
said,
Whip?
Mr. Wallace.
Bro's name is Hurricane Wisdom. Put some respect on, bro.
I've never heard of that nigga in my life.
Yo, nah, respectfully, I haven't either.
I've never heard it in my, I don't know what he look like.
But he got on the right fucking song. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he definitely, this song is
Somebody
one
to
of the
come out the
ones.
blue, you got the right feature for that one.
Yeah, and see, this is what I was telling you. This was the order of the song that it's supposed to be on. He was like the weaker verse, so he started it, and then A Boogie low-key ended it.
That's the same thing that happened with Legends. Quavo was the second verse. And A Boogie was the second verse. You saying A Boogie had the better verse, right?
All right.
Are we not speaking the same language?
Yeah, yes, but no. But on Quavo and Lil Baby's Legend, right?
Yes.
I think Lil Baby had the better verse.
Yes.
So
And
I
he was the
personally
first
think,
verse.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't supposed to be. He was supposed
And
to be
that's how
second.
it was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now for the second one, I'm saying that A Boogie, this song was constructed the right way because A Boogie came in second.
And it was the better
weaker
verse.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. All
right. So we're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
All right, but we just disagree on who had the better verse between Quavo and Lil
Yeah,
Baby.
exactly.
All
Nailed
right.
it.
Cool. So what did you give the song?
This is gonna be my 9.5. I ain't gonna lie.
Which
This
is
is
over?
also This is also on the repeat value, and like A Boogie been one of my favorite artists. So for him to like fall off the radar, essentially, I feel like he was another artist that kind of started off really high. So everything that he kind of just like dropped as like a throwaway
Yeah.
was kind of like a disappointment. Not a disappointment, but it's like, come on, A Boogie, we need that shit again. And I feel like this was one of them ones for sure.
Nah, no funny shit. Two things. I think somebody needs to teach him when winter starts because winter does not start in December.
It must have been personal.
He said, why do we always fucking December?
And two, I do like the fact that he didn't have the predictable flow that he usually has. I like when he's on a feature or like collabing with somebody else, because then he usually caters to the harmony and melody of whatever the instrumental comes out to be. Versus
Steps out of
when
his
he
bag.
versus when he has his own project or he wants to create a single, he definitely has like this like automatic preset that he goes to, and I can tell like this one either he wrote it or he just was like in the studio just a little bit longer than usual with this verse. I definitely appreciated Winter's Over by A Boogie and Miracle Whip, and that's his name now. Fuck whatever his real name is.
He said a Miracle Whip. Like,
He said Hurricane Wisdom.
Hurricane Wisdom. That's
Hurricane
dumb.
That sounds like a boxer.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I don't like that name.
like after Hurricane Chris, bro, you shouldn't have pick
Either
another.
Hurricane or Wisdom, nigga.
Yeah,
You
just do
cannot-
Wisdom,
that-
bro.
Can't be both.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a
one or the
oxymoron.
other.
Like, I don't know. It
He could have did a play on the letters and just did Wisdom.
sound like hot cold. Like,
Sound like a Pokemon ultimate move.
Nah, bro said Miracle Whip. I'm still on that.
yeah, Hurricane Wisdom. no, that's
You
crazy.
feel me? Like,
Got it.
nah,
yeah.
I fucked with it though. I really did enjoy the song as well. I thought A Boogie's verse was really strong. And it was, again, refreshing to hear. Don't get me wrong. Like, I still got his last album bumping, so like I can't complain. But I was
still
happy with
listen
it.
to A
Yeah.
Boogie a lot.
Feel
bro.
me?
It's
I'm
on
happy
my
with what
list.
came out.
I agree.
I probably sound like a hater right now, but like I don't think that wasn't A Boogie's top tier.
Not
stuff.
top tier, definitely
I'd
not.
say
I
like
agree.
probably like I give it a 7. And I'm a big A Boogie fan. I met him twice, and like he's a cool dude, great
Yeah.
person to deal with. But I'll say yeah, 7. I'll say a 7.
You gave me jealous with that one.
7.
All the other people I didn't really
Many
give a fuck about, but that one kind of hurt me right
That
now.
one
You met A
stink.
Boogie.
Twice.
From the city we from and shit. Like, that's crazy.
Sure.
I would have to agree. We didn't rate it yet, but I definitely would give
It's
it
because he
around
has timeless music.
Yeah.
That's why it's tough. It's like I don't think that the other Snoop has timeless music too, but like the other artists don't necessarily have like that shit where you could play it 10 years from now or play it at a wedding.
Yeah, A Boogie got it.
Yeah.
Like DTB.
He said, I missed the TCB.
Yeah, Jungle is definitely one of them for me.
Timeless.
My shit, probably that one.
Timeless. Fact.
What else? I like the recent ones too.
4-minute conversation.
I like 4-minute conversation.
Crazy.
Which one though?
4-minute combo. What's the name of the song?
I'm thinking of something else. But
He got way too many.
DTN. That's the one. I like DTN too,
Yeah.
even though that's not gonna be as timeless as DTV, but DTN still rocked out.
And I get what y'all mean by like,
yeah.
you feel me? I get what you mean. Like he has like all them great hits. You feel me? So like I could get why you don't consider it like a 9.5. But like you said, like it was like a refreshing sound. You feel me? So I feel like this was another one of those refreshing songs from artists that like I've been a fan of. You feel
It's better
me?
than basically everything else on the market. Even his lesser work, in my opinion, is better than
Better than this one?
That's why like better than the majority of the other
What's
people
out
out.
now?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. For
That's
sure.
why even though I'm giving it a 7, it's not like a 7, I guess, generally speaking. It's just
Yeah.
an 8,
This song
but
is
it's like an 8.5 for anybody else.
Exactly.
If that makes
Nah,
sense.
respect
I
that.
think
Thank you.
A Boogie is like the Bronx version of Drake in a sense. Like
Yeah,
he is competing with his own self. Like there's nobody else that he really can really compete with him actually.
Yep.
I think that he really just has to challenge himself in a way to make better music, because if not, we're going to keep getting those like 7.5s, or he hasn't made like a timeless song since Artist 2.0.
But has anybody, because I always be having this debate with people all the time, like has anybody made a timeless record in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Yes.
What record?
SZA, SOS. I can off the
How
top.
about hip hop, rap oriented? Like
Oh, hip hop? Yeah, not like us, but I know that's crazy. To think off the top of my head, no, but I'm
I
gonna
had
hit you
one
up
in my mind and like
in the DMs later.
that's why it's tough. Yeah, like,
Yeah, to
I
think
don't
off
know.
the top of my head,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not sure.
Because 5 years, it's like, damn, we in 2025. Like 5 years is 2020.
Yeah, I want to say,
Controller's still on the radio.
yeah, but Ballin' in
Came out
2020.
after 2020.
That from what's his name?
Before, probably.
Roddy Rich.
That was
That was during COVID time. I definitely remember that one. WAP, come on,
that's another good one. Actually.
WAP was crazy.
Damn. Yeah, nah, I'm trying to think. Like I had one in my
Oh,
hand.
come on, Glorilla and Cardi B.
Put it on the floor, right?
No, nigga.
Nah, that's Lotto.
That's
Yeah,
her,
you're right.
That's her and Lotto. But the other one, wait, what? I forgot the name of the song now. But that's definitely a timeless song though.
I can't even think about it.
Glorilla and Cardi B. Well, as soon as you say something about it, I can literally rap the whole verse. It's crazy that it just we
I
review
forgot
music
it.
too much now, and it's just like starting to become a blur. But yeah, that song. Now you got me thinking. What else, guys? Oh, the intro song to the Power universe. They say this is a big rich world.
He's like, that's a timeless hit right there. I'm crying.
Come around.
I'm a big Power fan.
Bright lights, city lights, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down.
Bro, got it for that.
But he got me thinking though, as far as like I can't think of the last 3 years outside of Not Like Us. Oh, with Future and Kendrick.
Like that.
Wait for you.
Oh yeah, Wait for You. That was definitely the last 5 years. That shit is crazy.
That was the one that was on my head. I was trying to remember.
Nah, yeah, that. Ooh, nah, yeah, that shit go crazy.
I don't know, man.
They're few and far. It's a rarer art.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's not yet.
Hasn't
Nobody's
been one
like
more
hitting
recent.
timeless songs like
Yeah.
out the bat like weekly or definitely.
You don't
not.
know it's timeless until time has passed.
That's true
so.
too. Yeah, it's a tough gauge, right?
Yeah.
Nah, but in the last 5 years, that's pretty good. A pretty good gauge because we're in the 2020s. We're halfway through the first 2020s before we hit the 2010s and shit. Like that's actually not bad to assess. I just need to go back and look now.
Yes,
I got to do my research.
Yeah, Rob 49 dropped WtHelly a long time ago, but I just wanted to kind of like give him a little bit of an honorable mention because a lot of people I've seen since we've been going outside a lot more often, and this song has actually been outside in the streets. Niggas really fuck with this song, guys. So I just want to let y'all know, if y'all haven't, have this shit in your playlist. I know you need playlist music. Add this one.
Good one.
You going to the
Good one
club?
to add.
Yeah.
So what the hell?
Yeah, no. I literally
Yeah,
found
I'm
the song
not
like
gonna
3 years ago.
lie. I had only heard the last part of the song, and when you played the song, I was fucking with it a lot more than I thought I was gonna be.
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
actually
yeah,
enjoyed the
together,
song.
right?
Like, yeah.
I just can't play
definitely
it every day because that shit is just going.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna
the
get
song's
tired.
not a play the entire song.
Nah.
It's like you hear it and then you're like, I fuck with it, but am I going the entire what the hell? I don't know.
Because if I had that every day, like
Yeah.
when I
gotta
hear
be
somebody
in
say
that
it, I'm be
vibe,
like,
right?
all right, yeah.
At a certain point, I'm like, what the hell? I gotta find other music to listen to. Like,
You think that's gonna catch on though? Like, what the hell? Like, people really gonna be saying that? What the
They
hell?
are saying it right
yeah.
now. I feel like that's what really got the song like
What the hell?
TikToks and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, like-
I don't be on the
instead of
TikTok,
saying
man.
like what the hell now, everybody's saying what the hell. So
I
it's
guess.
really trending right now.
What the hell?
Yeah, we need something like that. We need a little hit jungle jingle here.
What the hell,
Jungle,
Deontay?
jungle.
Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Help me think of the words, guys. Come on.
We'll figure it out.
He said,
don't
come on.
worry. Has to come-
It gotta come organically.
Yeah, organic
It's
is
gonna hit
on.
organically for sure.
Welcome to the jungle squad. La 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 la. All right, whatever.
Niggas not saying that.
Jungle Squad Ellie? No.
Oh, nah,
Bro, trying to get a copyright infringement going.
He said, "No, I made it up."
Nah, but the song overall, it was cool, like for the vibe. When I saw it at the event, I like how it was getting lit. But when I was listening to it from the beginning and the end, the only reason I personally found the song enjoyable was because I saw the video. I don't think if I was listening to that song in the car, I would, or like for the first listen, nah. This is a song that personally I realized that I had to get conditioned to fuck with in order to like, I guess for social purposes, right? Salud.
Nah, it was still a little bop. One thing I want to salute Rob 49 about is like he's been pretty consistent when dropping them like kind of anthem bangers that's like playing in the club. You feel me? I'm not gonna say he's like maximizing on his sound, but it ain't too many people in that like anthem sound that's like really dropping another hit and another hit and another hit like consistent.
For me, rap
I was there,
like
man.
what the hell he kind of like reminds me of like it's something like ASAP Ferg wanted to make but didn't make because like
I
that, it
would've
gives me
said
that
Pop
exact vibes.
Smoke.
Or like
Huh?
Designer or
Yeah,
something.
like just energetic
Designer was
music,
another good one.
but it's just
Designer's actually a great
it's
one.
turn up music without no substance to it. Like at least when Pop Smoke did it, or like when you said ASAP Ferg did it, it was like some lyrical shit in that makes sense. Rock 49 is just saying some bullshit.
Just noises that sound really cool.
Yeah.
But it's like anthem music. That shit get in the club.
That's not an anthem song. It's a dancey, bouncy song. But an anthem is like a song where
all
it's
we do
like
is win.
Yeah. Or drop it like it's
Which is
hard.
playing in the
Drop it
club.
like it's hard. Huh?
You could go to any club right now and they gonna play All We Do Is Win. They gonna be playing WtHelly like that. That's what I consider like anthem music.
What
like
the hell?
Sexy Red type music.
Like an anthem
you
has
feel
like
me?
a message behind it. Like it stands for some shit. Like it's
I thought it was like turn up music.
Yeah, that's what I think of. Like
Party
anthem
rockins
music.
in the
like-
house tonight.
Yeah,
No, that's just
everybody. That's
hit
an anthem
That's
song.
hit music.
That
That's
could be like house party music.
Yeah, that's dance hit music. But I think like anthem music, like when like how Ross saying, like like everybody getting hyped
It's
to
like
it. Like,
turn
it's
up music,
like
like-
when you think of like Chief Keef, that was anthem music. Like I'm making
Literally.
music for my squad, for my gang who I'm with. Like that's anthem music.
I think it was. I'm almost positive it's like music that you gotta kind of have people like we all sing along to. I don't think.
Everybody's singing WtHelly right now, but
But that's what.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. Then.
that's an anthem.
So it's an anthem. I don't know if that's
anthem
an anthem.
I get what you trying to say. You having like a different like definition of it.
Yeah,
Like everybody back about a week ago.
You feel me?
That anthem shit. Like everybody's on
that-
it.
Like I would consider Sexy Red like
I don't even know if
an
that's
artist that makes anthem music. Like all her shit, she want bitches to twerk. You feel me? She's expecting that shit to pop in the club.
Oh yeah, you know I didn't want to talk about her because she came up with a horrible song that I thank God we didn't cover, that hoochie coochie bullshit. Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous.
WtHelly was a good song. I liked it.
I loved it actually for what it is. I loved what is the meaning.
I don't think too many people's in his lane right now. That's really like dropping.
I was Googling what is anthem music. I think you'd have to look at like the Urban Dictionary version. Though.
Yeah, which Google be having on deck.
For real though.
An anthem is a song that is used to represent a particular nation, society, or group that is sung on special occasions.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
like
Like
the
he found the
national
actual
anthem.
like Webster's Dictionary version. That's what I'm saying.
That's
The
like
hood-
Pledge of
the
Allegiance.
Urban Dictionary would say it's like, you feel me, something that everyone's like on like at the same time. Like when everyone says the Pledge of Allegiance, like you feel me, that's the national anthem.
Yeah.
It's something everyone knows that it represents your area.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. it's
Like
the
if
same
you
shit
in
in the
Philly
Urban
and you hear
Dictionary.
dreams and nightmares
That's
and
an
dreams,
anthem song,
that's
yeah.
an anthem in
Yeah,
Philly.
that's
You
their
get what I'm
anthem,
saying?
yeah.
Like
Black and Yellow too used to be.
Black and Yellow,
Black
like
and
you feel
Yellow.
me? Wherever like your artist is from, you go there. They play Drake. That's anthem music. Like it's Canada. Like
That's a fact. Bro's deep diving into
It says on the Urban Dictionary, it says on networking apps like Tinder, anthem or my anthem means music track that tells your user story. My anthem is without me.
bro. Get off the internet.
yeah, the internet's not helping. Bro. It's not helping.
It actually is. I think it's just not helping prove your point.
Neither of our points at this
It
point.
says this like your story, like it has like a theme to it, like it means something.
Because it's probably correlating it more to like the actual definition, like the national anthem.
What? I'm talking about the actual definition here. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
AI overview. Does Chief Keef make anthem music? Yes, Chief Keef is known for making anthem music. You feel me? It's just something.
Why are we talking
everyone
about
says.
GQ?
But I'm just saying
Ask
in
him
general.
what does
like-
anthem mean in music? And which AI you using? I hope
Google.
you're using Grok. No. Use Grok, bro. Don't use Google. Google's always false, bro. It literally gives you false information.
Body of questions. That's gonna be written specifically for a purpose such as they're just talking about national anthems and shit.
All right, you niggas is done for
In
this.
hip hop, an anthem refers to a song that becomes a rallying cry or a defining track for a specific time period, location, or movement. So yeah, like I said, people going crazy for
Shit
like
is a
what the
movement.
hell? Like you feel me? It's a
might be-
specific time period. It's an anthem for the time. For me, an anthem is a song that defines that year, sometimes decade, or sometimes a genre.
This is not gonna define the year.
Yeah, but again, it defines a track for a specific time period.
Yeah, but it has to be at least a year though.
No,
never
not just
know.
no. That wasn't the specific end all
That's
be
what I
all.
got
No,
from
nigga.
By the end of the year,
Those
they're
are
still
two
gonna
different
be
definitions.
saying
I
what the
read.
hell.
Well, he's like, no, listen.
I'm gonna listen to the one that proves my point, nigga. Like a maniac.
These songs are typically catchy,
like a maniac.
celebratory, and deeply relatable to the specific audience they resonate with. They often capture the spirit of the particular era or scene, and fans often sing along to them passionately. So that's like I said.
Passion.
Like I said, you in Philly and you gonna hear Nightmares and Dreams, like niggas gonna go crazy, like
Dreams and nightmares.
Yeah, dreams and nightmares.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I couldn't let you slap
I can't
that.
believe you said
I said it right
You
the
might have
first
been the
time,
first
undid it the second time.
First person to ever say that shit.
But you knew what I was talking about because it's an anthem. Banger. Exactly. My point proven. I did that on purpose.
Bro said nightmares and dreams.
Yeah.
What a maniac, bro.
I did it on purpose. I love it.
Maniac.
Yo, Rod's been on it. Yo, you peeped that?
He actually stole it from me. You just kept talking over
Just
it.
didn't capitalize, bro. You supposed to spin the block.
But it's all
Nah,
good.
because I actually wanted to for yesterday, bro. That was the smoothest ride I ever entered relationships.
I
bro.
know. I felt that when y'all clapped and was like,
And we just kept it going. That
I
was
thought the whole fucking.
smoothest this nigga ever did it.
I thought somebody graduated.
Can I talk about the last one now?
What the hell?
All right, thanks, man. All right, so moving forward.
Stop giving that nigga flowers. He stole my shit.
I'm just trying to move on now. At this point, damn.
Keep it concise. Keep it concise.
Shit. Yeah, don't forget, we being brief, nigga. Damn. Precise. All right, Tory Lanez from jail. Then did it again from the commissary.
Bro, we
rented
know
out some studio time. It was like, yo,
You know the mini
how the fuck is he
violin.
doing it?
You know the mini violin on SpongeBob. He's got the mini microphone in there. You know what I mean?
Imagine
free
spitting
Tory,
on a
man.
little ass mini mic like this. Bro about to eat the little mini mic. Pause. I said pause, nigga.
Nah, it's just the fact that you say he's gonna eat it, bro.
Imagine rapping. That nigga got too hype. He let go. He said, oh shit. Pause. I'm over here choking on camera.
Free Tory, man. Free Tory.
Nah, but seriously, all jokes aside, the Maniac song. I got mixed feelings about it. I'm sorry. I just don't think that it was one of the ones that I would go back to out of the last few that he dropped. But I did still like it though. I don't like it when he's in this in the drill bag.
Yeah.
I like him when he's more in the melodic bag a little bit more in the singing bag. I like him for that for real. Like what people like Drake for when he sings, that's what I like Tory for.
What was the one he did? It was Cell 6-7 something or something like that when he first got locked up. Like the second record I think he put out, that was the craziest one. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, when he was talking about
Big
everything,
Speedy,
right?
20 years.
Yeah. He was going crazy.
Yeah.
That was last month, I think. That was this year, right?
When he dropped that
I
out.
think
Was
that
it
was
when
right
he
when
dropped
he.
that out?
You talking about the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Oh
was
no,
a
it was
single that
probably a
he
single.
dropped.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
be
forgot
able
what it
to.
was
I
called.
forgot.
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah, let me know. Because I know he dropped a single and it was addressing all the Meg Thee Stallion shit.
Let me see. I don't think it was that one.
That shit was crazy.
Not the Rather You Than Me shit, right? No.
Where's the jail tape shit?
Yeah, it was on the prison tapes.
Yeah. Where is that?
EPs.
Finding shit now. I'm not even seeing it.
Damn, it's probably not even on.
I wonder if they got rid of it.
Nah, getting rid of it is crazy.
He just has a
I don't
lot of
see it on
singles
there
and
for real.
EPs, that's why.
It's not on Apple Music?
I don't
I
know.
wish I never met you, right? Nah, it wasn't that one. Wish I never met you. Nah. Cell 245.
That one.
Cell
When did that come
245.
out?
That came out July 25th, 2024.
Oh, last year. Yeah, bro has not been missing with his things, but for Maniac, I just don't like when he's in the drill bag. For me, it's cool. It's just not his bag that
Yeah.
he should be prioritizing right now. But a lot of people, I think him or whoever is on the labels or doing the business, I guess they know for a fact that this is the main sound. So they have all these artists pushing this type of sound with that drill beat, but that drill beat that dun 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 dun,
Yeah, that tempo.
that beat, that drill, that I'm low key.
That
I'm
tempo
over
Burnt
that.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over that UK shit for real. I don't want to listen to another British man for the next 6 months. Like, you feel me?
Listen, I can't
Fuck
complain.
Sherlock Holmes. No, let me stop.
I can't complain. I thought Maniac was a dope song. I mean, I felt like definitely it was just something that he didn't add to the last project he dropped, because he on the last album had like mini remixes to a lot of songs, like older songs, and just revamped them and made them dope. So like hearing this and like she's a maniac, like that was dope to hear like a little remix on it. He's doing what he can while in prison. You feel me? So
yeah.
Like I said, I appreciate Maniac. Definitely give it a listen.
Who's doing this? You think like they're like, yo, when he has like a cell visit or some shit, everybody gotta leave, and then the other person just has the mic and he's just rapping it.
It is unusually quiet.
I don't understand how he's doing that at all.
I seen that little snippet of him like trying to record, and then like a fight broke out in the back.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't see that.
That's just crazy.
But that also could have been a little skit. You feel me? But it's hard to tell, because in the prison stage he was talking about that too, like like how he's been trying to record and niggas is going through shit. That whole album was a testimony, but I also think he's still trying to use his music. He only has his music, so he's trying to use it as a tool to get out of like that bad image spot that he's still in right now, because people like us, we're gonna be loyal to him. But as far as the main like commercial, I don't think people are really gonna be fucking with him, or he could ever really do anything commercially any for like, I want to say for the next 5 maybe 10 years. Like,
He's just gonna have to do his time, and then when he coming home, he gonna get the love again.
Bro gonna have to suck some dick.
Nah, he don't gotta do all that.
Probably not.
He ain't gotta do all that. He just gotta do his time respectfully, and then at the end of the day, you can't hold a man accountable after he do his time.
Hey, watch when you see him and Marlon Wayans hanging out, you're gonna be like, why the fuck?
I mean, he gonna be in Canada, bro. So
yeah, he gonna be in Canada.
Oh yeah, they deporting his ass. But
he's not gonna be
He's gonna
here
be a
no more.
digital superstar. He can't be physical anymore.
He's just gonna start Twitch streaming, and that's
yeah,
it.
he gonna go on IG Live again.
Nah,
You feel
but
me?
that sucks though. I'll never be able to see. He used to be out here all the time.
Well, now you gonna go to Canada for concerts, or
Yeah, I'm not going to Canada. There's nothing for me to do in Canada.
Go visit. Should turn up over there. From what I heard, I haven't been yet, but
I don't know, man.
he'll be on Drake's next album for Canada. You feel me?
I'm scared of Canada for some reason. I heard they like
the
persecute Christians and shit. Like they don't like Christians at all.
I don't know.
They're really strict with religions.
All I heard was Canada
Staying
was
away
like
from
the
that one.
friendliest people on the planet.
That's what I heard. I swear to God, I'm not joking.
But yeah, like you were saying, I felt like the beat was crazy. I felt like the beat was crazy. You feel me? And
What, nigga? What is this, feudal Japan? Like, Shogun?
Bro, look it up, nigga. I'm not joking.
They be persecuting us.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But
They have good healthcare, but Christians,
you're done. But nah, I felt like the beat was crazy, and I just felt like I was like expecting him to go crazy on the beat, and he kind of like fell a little short. But it was a cool sound. You feel me? I'll definitely run it back a couple times, but I wouldn't say it was one of his craziest, because I feel like you said, it's not really his sound. Like that drill beat, he kind of has to like cater to it. So it's not really him.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, you're right. But Tory Lanez, that's his problem. He's really good at adapting. He's so good at adapting. I think he lost what he's truly meant to be doing, though. You feel me? You can adapt and have all these different types of style of music, but what your natural sound is, I don't think we really have a Tory Lanez sound. I think we just have a chameleon sound. He just does it at a higher level, like when
Fit on every Drake does fit on every beat,
does
literally.
like a remix on somebody's songs and bodies it. So I think that's where he's at. I think even when Tory Lanez come out, his goal really should be to find his sound, his core, like, oh, that's Tory's sound. I don't think the sounds that he's been using consistently has been his own. It's been a knockoff of somebody else. He just does it at a higher level.
Yeah, because even when I think of like great Tory Lanez songs, like I'm thinking of like literally T-Pain, like you feel me, Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
like I'm thinking like of other artists, like in the song. I think the name of the song is Sprunger. Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
but that's why I'm like, even like stuff like that. I'm thinking of other songs, other artists' legendary songs that he hopped on instead.
Yeah,
feel me? Even hearing this, she's a maniac. Like you're just playing on other people's shit. Like make your own.
He doesn't have a hit by Tory where except for Jerry Springer. That's probably
Say It.
Which is probably like
Say It is his first song. No,
that was his sound.
That's it.
That is his sound. Like you feel me? He just hasn't really like capitalized on like kind of retwisting that Say It sound.
Yeah, it was more likely towards like that Chicks tape type of vibe, right?
Yeah, which is kind of his bag. You feel me? Like remixing those retro sounds and kind of incorporating it in his own style and making the whole tape out of it. Like that's what you could expect out of Tory. Like that's what I feel like he's best at.
But I think that also like he can't really grow. Like he's gonna hit a ceiling after a while because real artists, like you really kind of like when you hear Drake, you know exactly which 3 flows he's gonna use.
Yeah.
Right? When you hear A Boogie, you know exactly what he's gonna hear. When I hear Tory, it's just gonna be depending on what the current sound is, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I know how to do it, and I can kill it." Like that's just cool, and that's a skill every artist should have. But you should also have like your own like social security card in this music shit where they know like that's your specific number, nigga. Like nobody else has that.
Right.
Like
I don't think Tory got that.
Yeah, like when they see like feature Tory, like they already know what to expect type shit. But yeah, I feel like with him, I don't really know. Like,
Yeah, it was a great song though. Like for me, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 to just to be, you know, respectful. I like bars. I like Tory. Free him and find yourself while you in jail.
I've been in agreement with like most of the
Pretty much
ratings
all
tonight. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's a calm 7.
Yeah,
7.5. Like I said, I like the beat. Like Tory gonna slide on, do what he needed to do. He ain't doing it from jail, so I'm gonna give him his flowers. You know,
bro, getting Aki too in jail. Like he look like Scrappy.
he definitely do like Scrappy. That's crazy.
He look like Scrappy
That's
dude.
crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a 7.5. You feel me? I just feel like he's too versatile to like find his sound.
Nah, that's a fact.
7.75.
7.7. All right, before we ended the music segment, I
gonna
wanted to
check.
talk about. Let's just wait till we end.
right.
Wait, you can see the camera, right, buddy? That's recorded?
I want to check that one too.
You the man. Yo, so the last thing I wanted to actually talk about was I don't know who, I was trying to think of the name, who came up with the list, but I
was a
saw a
Facebook
list
user.
of Mount Rushmore of white rappers, bro. I don't know if you guys got to see it, and it was Eminem, Mac Miller. You said his name is Paul Wall.
Yeah,
I think-
Paul Wall.
Yeah, Paul Wall. That's how you say it. And Russ.
Yeah, some random Facebook user generated it on an AI website, like just of like favorite rappers, and yeah, it kind of like went viral just for that, bro. I saw that. The list was, I guess, cool. I didn't know who Paul Wall was, but I didn't know the others. So
Paul Wall is.
I
really
appreciate
don't
the
know that.
artist.
That was a legend.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like a bit. Isn't he from Houston, right? Like, isn't he
Yeah,
Texas?
yeah, yeah.
Or-
I probably have heard of him. I just don't know like specifically. You feel me? Because
Yeah,
the
sure
name
he's a
sounds
song.
familiar.
He's on Grills with Nelly. I'm pretty sure he like invented getting grills with Nelly.
Okay,
And
that's
Johnny
like-
Dang and all
sound-
them. Like I think that was like his
Sounds
thing.
familiar.
I got
And then he
y'all right
had
now.
Yeah.
That's probably one of his biggest
what
ones
was
right
the other
there.
one too? I think he had another one. I can't remember.
Can y'all think of any other white artists that should have went on that Mount Rushmore?
Macklemore over him. I would say.
Over
Macklemore?
Over Paul Wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Macklemore's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but MGK is really nasty too. But
Yeah.
And you know, MGK was actually upset he wasn't on there. He said it was blasphemy that he wasn't put on the Mount Rushmore.
yeah, MGK, I wouldn't have been mad if he was on there. I'm happy G-Eazy wasn't on there. Asher Roth could have been on there.
Yo, Asher Roth is a good rapper, bro. That's
Yeah.
somebody I've not heard somebody mention in like 10 years.
I
But
miss
that's a
College
great
rapper.
rapper. Like, yeah.
That party last night was
all
all crazy.
crazy.
I wish we taped it. I danced
Wait,
my
somebody said
ass off
Macklemore?
and had this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Macklemore.
Drink my
completely
drink
naked.
and smoke my weed. All my good friends
Yeah,
is
that was
all
my
I
shit.
need.
Pass out
Yo,
at 3.
wake up at 10. Go
What the fuck is he
IZ
doing with his life?
and do it again.
I think he's like a hippie now. I think he does music shit still, but I think he's like a hippie.
Damn.
It's like
I like
flying
he's
saucers
like the
and-
white version of Currency to me.
Yeah, like, that's a great analogy.
Like Asher
or,
Roth
like,
and Currency are just parallel lives. Like they live in the same exact way, but in 2 different environments.
Come back,
They
Asher
get
Roth.
high, they make music, they do what they love, and they just stay under the radar. They just say, "Yo, I dropped some shit," and just keep it pushing. Like,
That's it.
yeah, I
Go
fuck
about
with
their
them.
day.
Yeah, but I don't think I would take anybody out, but I think I would reorder the order a little bit. So mine would be, it would be Mac Miller, Russ. Then I would put Eminem at number 3. But I don't have a final white person like
And fourth.
a white rapper.
Favorite white.
I feel like Paul Wall. Paul Wall got
It's a strong one.
It's like
yeah.
a cultural thing, I think, with Paul Wall. It's like, it was like
Chris Webby's nasty too, though. See, like he if it wasn't for Chris Webby, I wouldn't even who Mac Miller was, because I heard of Mac Miller. I was just YouTube and shit, and then like I saw Chris Webby on YouTube, and it was this song called "I Need $1," and it was featuring Mac Miller. And then from there, I was like, "Who's this Mac Miller nigga?" And I went on a whole like fucking rabbit hole finding out who Mac Miller was. I was like, "Fuck Chris Webby." I fuck with Chris Webby. He's still nice though. Like he live out in Connecticut too.
Oh, word?
Yeah. But I would have to take out Paul Wall and put Webby there. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Nah, not Webby. Asher Roth. I'm gonna put Asher Roth there. Take out Paul Wall and put Asher Roth. Russ deserves it. I didn't know he was white. I thought he was like Brazilian or Spanish or some shit. But
Nigga look foreign with that long hair.
there's no way that nigga's white with that type of hair. Like I don't believe it.
Gotta be mixed. For real.
I ain't mad at the list. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
And that probably would have been my 4.
You're for?
I think depending on what you're looking for. Like if you're looking for like hits, maybe switch Paul Wall. But if you're looking for like cultural and social relevance, as far as like bringing white people into the scene, I would say leave him there.
Leaving Paul?
Yeah,
Paul was that guy?
Yeah.
That's fine. You know, I'll put Iggy Azalea over Paul Wall.
Oh my God. That's
tough. The disrespect
That
is
was the
crazy.
first hot take that I did not agree with.
That is crazy.
I was just like, Iggy?
That's
She hasn't
crazy.
come out. Nah, her OnlyFans been popping. Nah, let me stop. She came out with OnlyFans, and then like that first year, she made like over 25 million some shit. Yeah, she make bands off that.
Bad Barbie,
We're in the
Bad
wrong
Baby,
business.
all of them did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like-
No, we're in the wrong gender is what it is. Nigga. Women are making a killing off of this. Just,
So you think if we started OnlyFans,
We're in the wrong
you wanna
gender.
make bread, bro?
hell no.
I don't believe that.
I mean, it depends on how well you know,
How are you gonna market?
how
That's
you
the real
think,
question.
slanging
Like,
that
that's
and
the
shit.
thing.
You feel me? Like,
Call yourself third layer rag. What would your porn name be?
You got to double back, bro. You just dropped
Yeah,
that on me. Hold on.
that's a tough like.
What would your
shit.
porn
hold on.
name be?
That would require at least 30 seconds of thought time.
At least
nah,
30
it gotta be the name of
My shit gotta be
it gotta
official.
be
Like.
the name of the street you grew up on and your favorite color.
Nah, that's too much information.
That's not.
Automatically, it's gonna sound crazy because my favorite color is blue. So,
So what's
anything
the- but what
blue
street you
sound
grew up
crazy.
on?
It's gonna be too associated to blue balls. Like
What's the street you grew up on?
22
grew up
Blue.
on Townsend.
Townsend Blue? That sound like a porn star
Townsend
name.
Blue.
That sound gay as hell.
Dead ass. What type of content that nigga make? Hold on.
Nah, that's
Townsend Blue sound like he made a song with Leon Thomas, nigga. That's what Townsend Blue sound like.
Nigga sound like a soul artist.
It sound like he got mad colors in
I think
his
I
hair.
would just be like the underdog instead of the Undertaker. Like
The underdog.
First name is the
Underdog.
Huh? I think mine would be Big Monkey.
Big Monkey. Big Monkey.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's it.
I just have people.
Does this
call me-
nigga mean gorilla? Like, big monkey.
I just go by one word. Just be juice.
Hey, yo. Yeah, what's up with you two? Y'all niggas want to tell me something?
You asked me for a name. You asked me a question, I answered.
Nigga said Townsend Blue Juice. The fuck? Y'all trying to make a smoothie at the beach or some shit? Like, this niggas is crazy. All right.
Big monkey.
I'm done with my music segment, man. Big Monkey, yeah.
Them just all sound like drinks, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Big Monkey
Townsend
sound like-
Blue, Underdog, Juice.
Juice. Yeah,
Big
juice
monkey.
sound like a drink for sure, nigga.
Big
Townsend
Monkey sound
Blue
like she wanna
Underdog
fuck.
Juice.
Like, imagine her looking at you like, yo, what's up, Big Monkey?
So let me get the big monkey.
But if a white person call me that, I might see that as racist. But I don't know.
Yeah, big
Feel
monkey.
me? Yeah, big monkey.
Yeah, that's when it gets a little different. You feel me?
Said, all right.
All right, moving on. We done with music. We are here with Trendy. I'm just gonna keep it in the since we talking about music already and artists. I just wanted to start off with I don't know if y'all was watching anything on the Breakfast Club recently. Ja Rule was doing a little take on his feels on 50 Cent, and he ended up going about how he just felt like he was doing way too much recently. How y'all feel about that?
I mean, Ja Rule is pussy.
You think so?
I smell pussy. Is that
In a sense, it's just like, bro, you feel me? It's like, I get it. It's like when the bully's bullying you and you going on a platform, it's like, yo, he won't stop bullying you. It's like, we all know 50 Cent for trolling, bro. And it's like, we get the humor out of it. You feel me? Yeah, it's past his age at this point, but it's entertaining.
Is it past your age though? You can't beef after a certain age. You gotta be peaceful, everybody.
I mean, like, it's really just not even healthy.
Yeah, to troll somebody's career, to troll somebody's career, like to buy out the seats in an arena just so that somebody can have an empty show.
Did that really happen? Was that like confirmed that actually happened?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, but
I know somebody did that. I feel like it was
it's out there.
It's crazy.
But listen, way more convincing.
At
than
the end
truth.
of the day, he helped put money in his pockets, bought out the arena.
He stays
Think
relevant.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I helped your family. You
Well, I
remember,
mean,
man?
frankly, too, if 50 wasn't talking about him, would you be? So it's like,
Damn.
yes.
Murder.
Because then I would have every time I watch Power, I'd be like, "Yo, 50 dead ass." He before was a whole producer for movies. Was just dissing the shit out of Ja Rule. So it'll naturally come up like Ja Rule 50, 50 Ja Rule. Like,
but
they
like
will always come up.
disassociate 50 Cent and then just think, is there ever a conversation?
What would I do without you?
It would have to be that type of conversation.
For real,
I
listen
seen
to
Church
R&B
Girl.
hits.
So
Or
it's like,
some
I
shit
don't know,
like that.
blessing and a curse, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I liked Ja Rule, but it just sucks when people who I like to get to beefing with each other. So if I had to save Ja Rule or 50 Cent and I had to pick who's like off a bridge, one of them, and I had to save
That's
one.
tough.
I really want to finish Power.
Yeah, I
so.
would have to save 50, bro.
Gotta say,
I would have to save 50.
All Ja Rule guys, he was on Ashanti for a bit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that ain't much. Like
Yeah, so if Ja Rule or 50 Cent, one of them is about to fall, but you could save one of them. Who you gonna save?
I mean, sadly, you feel me? I'm gonna have to go with 50 because I just feel like he got more potential to give. Like outside of music, he's just more of an icon type shit.
Damn, what if he ain't give shit to you? Like, you just had to pick the save. Like,
yo,
you
It's like, good job, high five.
I still gonna have to go with 50 because like Get Rich or Die Trying was like big for me. Like
I agree.
nigga better
Yeah.
put me in a show
That was
after
a
that
big
save
movie
his
for me
life.
too.
Right.
That really changed like
the
how I thought
movie,
about
the
people.
album, the game, like everything.
There was a game.
Yeah,
I
Get
think
Rich
it was
or
like
Die
50
Trying the game.
yeah.
Blood in the
50
Sand
Cent.
or something like that.
Damn, I played Def Jam
Bulletproof.
Fight for New York. That was my shit, and 50 was in it. Yeah, that game was hard. I wish they
Niggas
brought
had
that
Fat
shit
Joe.
back.
Nah, I used to fuck with I don't know if 50 had anything to do. It's called Getting Up. It was a spray painting game. That shit was fire as hell, bro.
Does 50% look like a spray painter, nigga?
No, but it
it
was
was-
no like
Oh yeah, he was paying the street side, but not.
paid for it, nigga. Like help support.
That nigga
the
was
game.
paying the town red. Nah, let me stop. Let me not put that on the That's my guy. Shout out to 50. And we all say
and Ja
that.
Rule.
Yeah, I don't really have nothing crazy to say, but
Yeah, me either. I mean, also on the Breakfast Club, they was going over just recently. I think like 6 women. This has been for the first time in over 60 years. An all-female space crew actually went to space for a little. Weird ass assembly of women. It was Jeff Bezos' like wife. Katy Perry was on board. Tanisha Arnold, I believe. Is her Tanisha Palmer? I'm trying to remember her name. Pam, obviously from Martin. That's who I'm talking about. From Mom from
Tachina
Martin.
Arnold.
There we go. Tachina Arnold was on there, and then I believe 2 other people. They went up, and there was a brief like 10-minute trip, but like they went to space, bro. Y'all, did y'all see? But did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I actually did not get to see the actual video, but what was the dig for Gayle King? That she just went up to space?
Yeah, they just wanted to go up to space. I mean, Jeff Bezos got the.
So I'm saying, like, what did Ja Rule have to say about it?
No, Ja Rule didn't say anything on it. This is just
He switched it.
me talking on it.
Oh,
in
okay,
general.
okay. I just wanted to.
Yeah, nah,
make
we
sure.
didn't have much to say on that anyways, but I was just within mentioning Breakfast Club, you know, that was another thing that had happened is that they just recently went up to space. First female crew in over 60 years to do it. And
That's
it was
crazy.
shorter than the original like flight, like they you know, in 1963, but they got it done. You seen Katy Perry after they showed like a bunch of like pics about it. She was kissing the ground and shit, and everybody's talking mad shit.
She was up there for 10 minutes. Like,
She had the
Space nigga still. That's still scary.
she had the white cloth on her knees while she was like kneeled over in the dirt, but kissing the dirt full on with her lips. Like,
Bro, like
everybody's what are you
literally
doing?
just like earlier this year, don't forget, like there was a rocket ship that literally failed and like it came down, started crashing and everything. So for them, all of them to do that, that's still type scary. I would do the same thing.
I mean, to be a regular person without that type of training, yeah, and then just blast off into space. Of course, I'm gonna be like, oh my god,
Probably
shit
like,
is
like,
nuts.
geez, your face is like sliding back.
Yeah.
that's a
Crazy.
scary moment. You don't know what's gonna happen. For real, you could have another challenger. Like,
I just want to experience the anti-gravity thing though. I think that's so tough.
I seen them floating around. They had their little logos. They were like tossing them around and shit.
Yeah,
I'd like to
making reels and
experience that on
content and shit.
Earth.
Yeah.
Like that's my
Keep
thing.
me a little
with
bit
the
more grounded.
The anti-gravity
So
thing.
you
Like,
scared of planes and shit?
yeah.
Me too.
So you know what's crazy is I didn't used to be though when I was a kid, and then like recently was the last time that I'd went on a plane in probably like 5 years, and bro, I was like shitting myself for no reason.
Oh my god!
Not literally, but like sitting there like
Terrified, yeah, no.
They are
I don't
kind
know,
of
this is
scary.
good,
if
trying
you
to hold it
think about
together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I'd be scared
playing
too.
it off, but by the time we came back, like the flight back, I was straight again. It was,
Yeah.
You guys think
Yeah.
y'all ready for
Everybody
space
keeps saying that.
exploration?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I say you guys think you're ready for space exploration someday?
I'm scared of heights too and flights. So if I don't have to take one, I won't. Like if my job don't require it.
Yeah, if it's not like mandatory, probably.
I mean,
not.
but like I said, are you think you ready for space like travel if it's a thing? Like I know there are actually talks about being a space hotel being created. I actually heard about that in like the year like 24/7 or some shit like that.
I don't trust the oxygen thing. Like it's like if you have to force air to where we're at, like what happens?
We're
is,
not
like, there's a
natural. We're
power
not supposed to be
outage.
there.
Yeah.
I'm out of my element for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do, honestly. I'm really good at being adaptable, but right now, I like the way the world, like Earth is now.
Yeah. Keep me here.
If shit didn't grow anymore right now, like we didn't get no new technology, like we just stood how things are now, I would be perfectly content.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's just a human out there that's just like more.
Yeah.
And then
a lot of humans
everybody
that
just
feel
start
like
feeding off that energy, and then like we need bigger, we need better, and then after we get the biggest and better, we go back to we need smaller, we need slimmer.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
it's just like what
It's
the
like
fuck?
clothes, phones, everything. It's
Literally.
the same
That's
thing
what
over and over.
How can we recycle this and make more money?
Yeah,
I don't know. I would definitely, I'd chill out in a space hotel at least once in my life, bro. Say I could do it, even if I'm like in my 70s and you know it's a first time experience. I want to be able to say I've done everything, and that it also could involve leaving this planet for like a brief moment.
I definitely get top.
You feel me? Like
has to be
anti-gravity
like a-
head, like
It
that's
has
crazy.
to be like a
Anti-head.
90% rate that we're gonna make it there successfully there and back. Like,
Yeah, that's what
it has to be a
it's-
high percentage.
90's still not that great.
Yeah, that's-
if we're being real, like that's 9 out of 10 times.
I think 90 over 50 though.
9 out of 10 is great though.
I'll take 90 over 50 any day though.
Nah, respectfully, I need 100% guarantee, or like
Ain't nothing
99.999, like the condoms say. Like, you feel me? I need one of those.
So if we lived in like a generation like where people were chilling on other planets and you can like have a ship and go there and like be able to like do cargo, y'all not with it? Y'all
If it
not
was
living
a
the Star
norm,
Wars? Like,
nigga,
no, like if it was this was the start,
Bro, think it's
of the
Futurama,
norm,
bro.
what would you be on it though?
I wouldn't want to be the pioneer of it. Like,
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
wanna
want to
be-
be the guy who's
Like the
finding
test
out if
dummies.
it works.
I would want to be already where it's already like established.
Born into it?
Like, I appreciate the now, so whatever my now is, that's what it is. So if I grew up in 100 years later, and nigga, we have flying cars, interdimensional planets, restaurants, and all that shit, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's
If it's like a
not
portal
now,
thing,
yeah.
then probably yeah.
Yeah, a
If I
portal.
could step into a portal and I just end up there, yeah.
But just the thought of being in space alone and the ship.
and traveling and all that. Nah, that portal shit is it's showing up too many times in movies that I personally feel like it's real. So
Yeah.
just hurry up and create it.
Fuck that. Call me Star-Lord, nigga. I'm going out there, bro.
Star Lord.
For real. I'm Guardians of the Galaxy in this bitch.
It's all you, bro.
He said I'm gonna be outside.
You feel me?
Literally, a nigga said I'm gonna be out space. Nigga.
Out space.
Speaking of outside, a lot of people have been seeing Cardi B and Stephon Diggs together, and Offset just recently got, you know, people was talking about how he punched in the air and shit, but he actually put it out there that he's actually really happy for her. Yeah, y'all really believe that shit?
Hell no. Nigga punch in the air. But I ain't gonna lie, no matter how like unfazed or salty he may look, like that's stamped, bro. Like he got how many kids were?
You feel
5?
me?
Like
She gonna be around in his
he's
life.
more mad that he can't hit whenever he want than actually being in her life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be so mad. I'd be heated. I'd be suicidal.
Damn.
Yeah, my Stephon Diggs with my kids now. That's my kid's gonna have a step. He can't beat that nigga. Like it's like it's clip. He has to now when he sees Cardi B. He probably has to come with security now because it's probably gonna get shit.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna be
You feel me?
upset when I see you.
Yeah, so it's just I I feel bad for him in that aspect because of the family, but I also don't because you put yourself in this predicament. Like,
Being
Like, how did we get here? Why are we?
Yeah.
she had it really simple. She let you cheat like twice. Of course, after the 3 times, she was gonna be like, "Out, nigga." Dominicans love baseball.
Yeah, this is
Like,
baseball, nigga.
Dominicans
Like, for
love
real.
baseball.
Yeah,
I'm
and Cardi's
crying.
Dominican, right?
Yeah.
So
believe
yeah,
so.
that was like a given that after the 3rd time, nigga, you was about to get strike the fuck out. She's taking your kids, she's taking your children. Now you gotta try to play cleanup. But all he really does have to do is shut the fuck up with that social media shit, with the drama. He's been quiet with the drama, but now just drop music because he's the out of all 3 Migos, that's the one I want to listen to. Like, I'm looking forward to really the next project, the next album, who he's gonna collab with. But he's been really quiet since this like beef shit with his wife. Not even like.
Yeah, they more
another
indulging the
artist.
drama.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. People be like sinking their own ships, bro.
Like, literally, burn your own bridges.
Walking the plank.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I don't think he's happy. But
I'm not.
Of course, you're gonna say you happy for her. Like, obviously, it's mother my child. I ain't gonna look like no hater, no like, and get played online. You feel me? Like,
But
good shit.
The other thing is that we don't know what was really going on behind the scenes. Like, what inspired him to behave the way he was behaving that caused this to happen. You know what I mean? There is always surface truth and other truth. So maybe he's looking at it like burdens out of the way, or maybe he's looking at it like.
I mean, cheating is cheating though. 3 times. Yeah, there's something
saying,
that she
like,
can
I'm
do.
saying,
He cheated way more than 3
He
times.
actually like signed the kids over to her. Like, the kids are gonna stay with her, live with her,
Really?
like do everything, and he'll be out of the house, obviously, like so he could do his own thing. So yeah, I mean, I guess I'd be happy for her too if it means like she's getting more support and help in the house too.
I agree, but
Getting cheeks cracked is a different story.
I think neither one of them
That's tough.
have like self-respect. You feel me? And I think they were just both of them together had enough respect for one of them. And I think after that, towards the end of the relationship, Cardi started learning that wasn't the right thing towards the end, and then she started finding her self-respect and her self-worth towards the end of the relationship. While, like, I guess I want to say he's still out here trying to pick up the pieces and still trying to Dora the Explorer the shit because that nigga is lost in his sauce right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
man.
know Cardi got that wop for real. To get a nigga like Stephon Diggs.
She making a song about it, and songs are supposed to reveal truth in your life.
Yeah, I
Clearly,
mean,
she was saying something.
she's Dominican. They know how to throw it back. The majority of their vaginas are pretty much amazing. You feel me? So, bodies on deck. I'm not really a fan of like fake tits and shit, but I like Cardi. She got her teeth fixed.
You feel me?
Yeah.
No
She
more
was
crooked
lit.
smile. You feel me?
Yeah. J. Cole made that song after he went to the strip club at her job. No.
For real.
No more crooked smile.
Nah, but moving on. I don't know if y'all seen, but Ja Morant recently just came out with a new celebratory move. It's called the Grenade, and it got a little bit of backlash. Have y'all seen it? It's going, throws it in the crowd, and then runs off, hands on ears.
You heard what he said.
This is after the
Everything with all of that, exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's exactly why he's getting backlash. Everybody's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to be doing this. You can get a fine for this. Like, stop going around doing that.
I mean, he should totally help the Grizzlies win at some point. That would be cool.
That's
He's
what we
been
want.
helping the Grizzlies win, or at least I would say he's been playing really, really well. But because of his actions, you can tell they're really just not giving him any type of like camera shine, no highlights, no camera, like in the no coverage. I would say, I'm sorry. So if you don't watch the game or the highlights, you really don't know. So
What's going
What he's doing, yeah.
he's doing that on purpose and fighting with, I guess, whoever is in charge, like of the NBA, the commissioner or whatever, to kind of like, this is his way of being rebellious to get that spotlight back a little bit, to be shed on him a little bit because they're not doing it.
He said it's not even an aggressive move that he's doing. Like, he's not like he's like, finger guns and stuff. He said it's apparently, he's taking his words, he's throwing them out there, and he's
Blocking
covering
out the noise.
blocking out the
Yeah.
noise, the rest of the noise, whatever. He's gonna put his mind out there, and I ain't listening to the haters.
Which is
that was
clever.
some bullshit. That was a
I'm
good
gonna tell
way.
you guys this, but
Yeah, a lawyer wrote that up, or he asked AI what to say or some shit because that was cap.
yeah.
Just knowing you see me do this, I ain't got shit to say to you, nigga.
But I do think bro need to grow up a little bit. You feel me? Like
Play the game.
respectfully.
Play the
Because like
business.
everybody know the celebration. You shoot a three. You feel me? Like LeBron could do it. You feel me? But it's like if you got your track record you should just tread lightly. You feel me? Think about the bigger picture, your family. All right, you got fine 75K here. You feel me? 50K, 25K here. You feel me? It adds up, but also just your image in the long run. You feel me? You want to be known as that NBA player. You feel me?
Yeah.
I hear you, but I think I'm on two sides of this because, like earlier, like as a fan and like me personally, I want to say a person who likes to think out of the box and who's a creator. That's an ingenious move right there. Like, I personally
for sure.
love it.
10 out of 10.
But if I'm talking like from a business standpoint or from his, like if I'm in his team or something or in his corner, I would probably say to keep doing it still. I think he's with his mindset is he's still, believe it or not, bro, this nigga is still at least top 3 in the league right now. Just nobody is covering it. So
Yeah.
it's understandable because what ended up happening was after that whole shit with the gun shit, he has been behaving. He has been consistently been doing it, but he's realizing that even though he's still doing that, now they're still not getting anything, like they're not giving him anything back in return. And I think because of that, he ended up getting a little bit frustrated, and now he's trying to act out in a way where it's like just right on the thin line of shit. You feel me? Like don't go a little bit overboard, but like just right on that shit. Like press on it.
It's because it's too soon. You feel me? It's like, all right, you got caught out with the whole gun situation. You feel me? The first time, all right, we gave you the pass, and then you got caught out again a second time, and then now you doing all of this where it's just like it's too soon. You feel me? Let it die down. Like let's see a little bit of growth and maturity, and then do what you want to do.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's gonna go crazy in the crowd. Like, feel me, just doing this, throwing it, and then the crowd's boom.
Yeah,
while you
that's
running
too
on. Like
ingenious,
that's
though.
just like
If they
that's
say
legendary.
boom, that's gonna be fire.
You feel me?
Like he should do the countdown. Like
Nah, it's tough because in the video too, like right when he threw it, like a camera flash went off, so it looked like you feel me, a grenade went off.
oh, that's
tough.
fire.
Yeah, it's tough.
Nah, yeah.
He said he's gonna keep doing it until somebody tell him to stop. Honestly,
Yeah,
Nah,
I guess
he's
until you
gonna
get
definitely
fined
keep
for
doing
it.
that. Now I low-key want to watch the game again just to see him make a 3 and do it. And I think that was the ingenious move about it, was that's what people are going to do. They're gonna have that type of thinking and like, yo, I want to see that shit. Let's put on the game now. It's gonna increase that in ratings a little bit. So I think he's treading waters for sure right now. For sure. For shout out to Ja Morant, but other than that,
I'm on my last one. Yeah.
nah, playoff predictions. Like,
Oh,
what do you
shit.
guys think about who's gonna be winning? The Knicks looking like they about to play the Pistons right now. I'm a little scared about that. Any
For the
thoughts?
finals?
Do you watch basketball?
Not really.
Nah.
Not so much.
What's your favorite sport?
I don't really watch sports, to be honest.
Oh,
with you,
bro, be honest.
I focus on music.
Yeah.
All right, I fuck with it. Let just real quick.
My predictions, man, you can have fun. Phoenix Suns, Lakers in 5, man. Literally, Lakers in 5, man. That's how I feel.
Lakers have a strong ass chance of winning it, but if I want to be a little bit more on the realistic reality side, I don't like them. But the Celtics, I don't know, bro.
They're always strong. They are strong.
KP is. I seen him when he was on the Knicks, bro, and he's just ever since from when he was on the Knicks up until now, he's only been evolving at an exponential rate, like not on some little by little. I'm talking about from the first 2 years, he went from a pro, and then now he's like a Hall of Famer type shit. This bro is nasty.
You
Bro.
saying
But-
Porzingis?
Yeah, he's nasty, bro.
But hear me out. LeBron.
Yeah,
And Luca.
No, that's LeBron.
He said that's it.
that's it.
LeBron is cool.
They not Browning though. You feel me? Like,
Does he really need another ring right now? No. And would I respect this ring if he gets it? Not really, because
How can you not?
he always needed somebody.
Bro, he's in his 22nd season, bro. Like, what more do you want from the dude? Like, he shouldn't even be the main option, but it's LeBron James.
Yeah, I get it.
You feel me?
I know he should not be playing right now. You're right.
But he can do it, which
He
many people
could. He
cannot.
could. But just because you can do it, I don't mean you should.
At a high level,
Does he
but
keep
it's
up
whatever.
with,
I
like,
could
the
go all
other
day about
players?
it.
So would you
Yeah.
say, like,
I just don't feel like. I feel like everybody just has their time, and I just feel like the Lakers.
He's like the Drake of basketball. He's like, I want a new artist.
Yeah, like I just want a new star now. Like somebody else to talk about, a new face. I feel like I've been this LeBron nigga has been in my life since I was a child, bro.
Literally,
like, he's like the last of the Mohingans. It's like him, Curry, KD. It's like,
bro, it's the same way I felt about Tom Brady though. Like when Tom Brady in those last 3-4 years he was in, I was like, bro, why are you still even here right now?
Yeah,
I just think that certain people overstay their welcome on the field, and I think that's him right now.
I would say that only if his numbers weren't up there. It's like, all right, bro, hang it up. You feel me? But he's still performing at higher than most of these young cats. You know why? So it's like, why not?
Because LeBron switched how he plays. Like he can still play all positions, but now I don't know if you noticed, but at least to me in like the last year or two, he's been taking way more shots.
Yeah,
like he's been shooting a lot more. So I think because of that, that's what's really keeping him in the game because he's not driving every time
after
to the basket.
22nd seasons, I ain't doing all of that. Hell no.
His knees is probably done.
It's time to pass the torch. You feel me? But he still got a lot in the tank still.
Yeah. So you got Lakers. I got Celtics. Who you got?
I'm gonna give it to the Lakers over everything. I don't watch a lot of basketball, but I'm gonna have faith in my Lakers.
LeBron James.
I want the Knicks to win. Let me make that clear.
Sure.
I want the Knicks
That would be
to
a
win.
beautiful.
But they're not getting past the second round.
To see that in my lifetime will be a blessing.
They'll get past the first rounds, game 6, 7, make that shit the most hottest game in the whole playoffs, and then everybody's gonna be injured by the second round. Yeah.
And we're done. Literally.
Brunson's gonna have a great first game. By game 3, he's gonna be injured. Hart is gonna be injured.
I'm crying.
It's just I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you exactly the playbook right now. This shit got leaked
I thought
right
you
now.
said his heart. I forgot Josh Hart is on the team.
No, yeah, Josh
They
Hart.
said his heart. I'm like, damn.
That nigga got cholesterol and shit.
Nah, my fault. Anything else, brother?
Final one before I get out of here and we do hop into relationships. Speaking of relationships, they just fucking gentrified the Pop the Balloon show on Netflix, bro. Did you guys watch it yet? Or have you ever seen Pop the Balloon on YouTube?
I've seen the regular Pop the Balloon, not on Netflix though.
So yeah, Netflix just made a new original series about Pop the Balloon, which is, if you haven't seen it, obviously you have a group of ladies come out. There's one person there, go about asking questions and pop it. They had Yvonne Orgy, which is Issa Rae's best friend and Insecure.
Stupid ass last name. Keep going.
As the host of the show, she was Issa Rae's best friend and Insecure, if you didn't know. But bro, I'm kind of disappointed with that. I watched the first episode and I am not happy, bro. I hate what they did to it. How y'all feel?
Trash, Draki, basura, kaki, all that.
Doo-doo.
Bro, like I love the fact that I think Arlette was her name, right? That was her, Arlette Amuli, the original. I love the fact that it was really catered to a certain demographic, and then Netflix came and kind of gentrified the entire thing. They changed it up almost, not completely, but they definitely took it to a higher level. Like
Too much production, in my opinion.
way too much. The live is not needed. I don't think the host, to me, was a good host for the show. I think she was acting like it was her performance or some shit. Like she was really performative and trying to be a little bit too funny versus professional. Like Arlette, she knew how to, like, the natural jokes and the natural conversation and the viralness is gonna come out authentically.
I think that they didn't give
forced.
I think that they didn't give her a proper script. Like they kind of like wanted her to just be like, you know, free baller. This is gonna be how it goes. Because even there were certain parts in the first episode where she wasn't sure on what was gonna happen, or miscommunication between her and production. Like, oh, we're gonna go here. No. Like, so I feel like there wasn't a lot of direction. I feel like she should have really looked at the original. For me, I think adding all the lights and gimmicks, like the back camera for showing the other people is unneeded. I love the simplicity of it just being a white room and you get the pops or you don't get a pop. I don't have to have an intro, him walking in, music playing, all this like extra shit.
Trying to
like,
turn it into I Love New York or Flavor of Love.
yeah, like I know you're trying to add your own flavor, so I guess it's not copyright if it's not the same producers.
No, Arlette passed her the torch, so I don't know if she has like some type of rights to that show because it's not even called Pop the Balloon. It's called Pop the Balloon Live. So that's where it's like its own entity, I guess.
The original must have been
because in the
copyrighted.
beginning, Arlette knocked on Yvonne's door. She passed her like I guess the microphone or whatever, and it was like, "Yo, go ahead, do your thing or whatever." And then she left, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I didn't even know that's how it was going on.
You
like
look
that.
at it like Hot Ones. Like you get enough episodes, now I can sell this project. Like we could sell this. We could sell this podcast right
it's
now.
not sold though. Like she has that, and I'm pretty sure she gets equity and everything from that. And the weekly show on YouTube still drops, so she still has the regular episodes. It's just that there's a live version where people are watching it, and then Netflix just has their own version, and she makes money off that.
Netflix needs to just step back a little bit. I think, like even with the sports stuff, it's like they shouldn't even have a role in that. I feel like, I mean,
I like the WWE shit.
yo,
though.
so like, hear me out though, right? When we were kids, like this is why I don't watch sports, right? Because you got to buy a subscription for whatever sport you want to watch. Like if you're a child growing up right now, right?
Yeah.
Like the best baseball or football or whatever player, they might not even know that they're the best player because they've never actually even had the chance to
They
watch
don't
a
got the
game.
channel, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially when you think about like, I mean, for the most part, good athletes come from where? Inner cities, poor homes, places like that. So like it limits the exposure to the people who might actually flourish in that market as well. So that's why I'm not a big fan of like Netflix taking other people's stuff.
So you like cable? You're saying like
honestly, yeah. As crazy as that sounds, like I feel like cable had more value because like it goes back to the superstar conversation too, the timeless music conversation, right? 106 in Park. MTV with the TRL.
Made people
like everybody had the same, not I don't want to say force fed the same stuff.
Yeah.
But it gave like a big enough platform where it's like everybody saw the same thing at least once.
The community saw it. It wasn't
Right.
just you found this artist. It's like this was the top 10 playlist for everyone literally. Now when you look at a top 10 playlist, your phone curates it to what you listen to sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? What's popular for you?
That's true.
I definitely agree. That was like one of the like greatest unique television takes I've heard in a very long time.
Sure. Really?
But I could see the other side too, is where it's like, yes, they might not be able to see it, but then there's those kids now who have access to even more than one sport now, because now they can watch it on ESPN Plus, or it comes with the they have way more access to it, and now it's just a matter of whether you can afford it or not. Cable is probably more affordable in certain homes, but now I don't even know, because my mom was talking about she spent like almost $180 on cable, and I was like,
so it's still packaged with the Wi-Fi,
multiple movie channels.
I'm not gonna lie, as an adult, I don't think I've ever spent money on Wi-Fi or cable. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
You're lying.
That's a blessing.
I got a hotspot on my phone, and it's like, what? I don't game and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do I really need high speed internet for? Like real shit.
He said, if I need Wi-Fi, I'm in the studio with the nigga that got it.
Like,
be able to survive.
I feel like you got a cabin out in the woods or some shit. That's
You would
crazy.
think. I mean, I did the weed shit in Maine for 3 years. Like I had a little dispensary thing going and stuff. I used to be a grower before him.
You
But,
look way too calm. Yeah, I should have known you smoke or some shit.
make a motherfucker disappear in the woods. But yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm like an old school mind, but like a current thinker at the same time. Like I don't know. I value the shit we had as kids.
I agree. 90s babies all day, baby. Come on.
It's like the glory era, bro. Like the glory era.
Especially for hip hop too.
Music as a whole, rock, everything. Like
I respect that. Nah, I feel you. I mean, I'm old soul myself. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like not sold a little old. But back on top. I mean, like, how y'all think y'all niggas with fair? Y'all think y'all surviving to pop the balloon? You making it out with somebody, or everybody popping for you?
Yeah, I'm definitely making it out of it.
Yeah, same.
Really?
I don't know if on the Netflix side of it, I will go on the YouTube version of it. I just don't like how Netflix is like cornering the market. You feel me? Taking people's ideas, not really giving credit to the YouTubers, the content creators. But if I was to go on a show, I feel like I'll make it out of there.
I just want to say they gave a lot of credit to her though. She was on the episode, Arlette, the original host and everything.
Is she like the first person to ever do it on YouTube though? Because there's been so many people to do Pop the Balloon.
Arlette is the first person to do it.
All right, as
She
long as it's
created
staying-
Pop the Balloon, and then Netflix wanted to do business and make a live version on Netflix, and she said, okay, cool. They probably did some business in the back door or whatever, because if if they didn't, why would she be promoting it like on her page?
Yeah.
I mean, I could respect that. Like, if she was the first one, I could respect that. But there's so many other like content creators that took this idea and have their own lane with it, and now for them to do it is kind of like, in my eyes, like not corny, but it's like I'm not really going to YouTube to watch this anymore now that Netflix took that idea.
Wait,
I got a
Netflix is
question.
Yvonne though, and Arlette is YouTube. So you're saying that the Netflix one, they kind of like
They
it's
made
not
it kind
original.
of corny to me, you
Yeah.
feel me? Because I would
Yeah, I
literally
agree
go
now.
to YouTube to watch this, you feel me? Different content creators doing the same concept, but I would go to
Do
YouTube
you
for
think
it.
do you
Yeah.
think social media should punish content creators who copy instead of have innovative content? Like if your whole page is copying other ideas, like if your page is you did the balloon thing when you seen it, and then you did
Doing
this
other
trend
people's
when you seen it.
skits.
Like,
Not-
do you think you should be shown in the algorithm the same amount?
Yeah,
as the
because we're
people-
following the trend, right? Like that's a trend that you're trying to create to get people to hop on, and then eventually it'll track back to you. It just you gotta. It's also gonna come with people trying to bite on your shit too. But I think real authentic shit is gonna stick out. And a lot of people, when I saw at least under the comments on her page and like the comments on comments on YouTube and shit, I saw that there was just like a lot of people not really happy about it. Like they were kind of like, "Yo, where's all the black people? Like where like it's just not the same. Where's Arlette at? Like it's not
Right.
really funny. Yvonne's trying too hard." So it was just also like I commented 3 of those myself on Twitter, and some of those were my
I was
comments.
reading my own
Yeah.
comments, but I noticed that people were feeling the same way.
I'm a lot of people,
They count.
Nah, that's funny.
but I
nah.
did read some comments. though.
You said, I don't-
Hopefully they save the show and they bring it back to its original core. Like good feedback is needed. Like
It's still there.
There's more episodes to come. So
Yeah.
like I said, hopefully with feedback, she's coming in with a different energy and realizing she doesn't have to try too hard. Just bring the people out, let them do what they do.
So you gonna watch it still?
I'll put up with like another episode and see where it goes. Like I said, first episode looks like it was a hard time just matching things up and lining it
And
up
nobody
with
even
production.
got to match that.
You feel me? And no one got to match. All the women were being weird.
Dumb.
So yeah, I don't know. Like
Not
I said,
weird,
we'll see.
dumb.
True.
All right. What we got, Raw?
Oh, we ready for the cheaters, the beaters, the misleaders?
We are.
We getting straight into relationship topics, y'all. And the first question I got for y'all is, at what point in the dating stage can your girl come by without you knowing?
If we live together,
Right. That's about the only time I said.
This is the dating stage, though. You feel me? So
unannounced though, or
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Nah, nah.
dating is
Come by
dating.
unannounced.
Like,
without you knowing.
dating is being in a relationship, though, right? Or you just mean dating?
But y'all don't
like
have to
going on
live
a date?
together to be in that dating stage. Well,
Yeah.
most people aren't living
I
together
guess
in the
it's
dating stage.
circumstantial, like how in depth you are in the relationship, because you can't just like you can't be like, I like you, I enjoy your company, not just show up here.
Yeah, like,
But you
that's
feel me?
weird.
But you also you don't want to be off putting and be like, bitch, don't come over here. Like you know what I mean? Like
It's hard to say that.
So does it have to get to the point where you feel like, all right, she could potentially be my girlfriend? Like, I wouldn't mind if she showed up unknown. Because for you to feel bothered by it, you probably still like questioning whether that's
No,
gonna be your
it
girl.
just means I respect my privacy, and you invading my privacy without telling me is annoying. I mean, not for nothing, it may sound crazy to say, but I tell my mom the same thing. Like, my mom be like, why can't I just pull up and say I'm outside? It's like, no. Call me and say, hey,
Let
I'm
me
on the
know.
way. So I can
Right.
clean my room. Like, I can make the house look nice. You feel me? Like, clean the bathroom. If you need to come upstairs and say something, do something. I don't want you just coming in my room and like, I got clothes all over the floor. You don't want anyone to come over your house unannounced. So I feel the same way. Respect that. Like,
Okay.
A solution to that would be stay ready so you don't got to get ready. But
I mean, with your girl, you feel me?
no, but your mom.
Stand that.
No,
But
of course.
for your girl specifically, like for the female, I personally would probably break up with you right on the spot, right then and there, if you come to my house and I didn't invite you here and you didn't let me know.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. To me, that'd be disrespectful. Like, who are you? Like,
Yeah.
nah, I
Unless
don't
it's
think
with
that.
food.
No, nope. There's no.
Like,
don't
what
try
if
to
she
block
trying
it.
to
that's,
come
that's like a
surprise
sneaky way
you?
to get in the door. Like, hey, I
Surprise me
brought
with a
some
meal.
cookies
If you
or-
surprise me with a meal, that might be a little different though.
Nah, she manipulation. Nope.
And but I mean, like, we got to be texting, and you told me you cooked, and then I'm like, damn, I really wish I had some. I'm hungry, and then like, and we're still texting, and then you surprise me, like, baby, I'm outside, like, I brought you food, like, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, like, that's my girl, like, thank you. But like, again, if I'm just sitting at home watching movies and chilling, trying to have a good chill day, and then you just text me like, "Open the door, I'm outside."
No,
So,
but like she don't
it's
even
crazy.
do that. She just comes in like.
That's even crazy.
So basically,
it means she got a key though.
Yeah.
That's
if
what
she
I
could
was
just
just gonna
walk
say.
in, then yeah, like
so basically, if y'all all got your own crib, you feel me, as men, and y'all in the dating stage, none of y'all girls is getting a key to y'all crib.
Definitely not.
Not
All across the board.
I don't think.
not in
Yeah,
dating
nah.
at all.
All right, I respect that. So
relationship
basically, at no
stage,
point in the dating stage is it okay for your girl to come over unknowingly.
Unannounced? Hell the fuck no. You gotta let me know. Like I'm talking 2 business days.
He said 2 business
It's like
days.
on your lease, bro. Your landlord gotta tell you 24 hours in advance. I need some notice. You feel me?
Nah, I felt that. I'm leaning with y'all, you feel me, to go a little against the grain, you feel me? I wouldn't mind it because, like, you feel me, 1, I don't got nothing to hide. And 2, you feel me, I like when a girl's, like, optimistic and, like, you feel me, I could come home to some shit, you feel me? She set up the crib or she cooking dinner, whatever. So it's cool for her to, like, kind of come over unknowingly in a surprise type of manner for me.
I
But
mean,
if
she
it's-
could do that and then leave. Like when I'm not there.
I feel like that's
Just don't
you
pop up
gotta
on
have
me.
enough rapport though. Like you have to be deep enough into the relationship.
That's damn near marriage
sure.
right there. Hell no. Like
Sure.
if we're already living together, cool. But like obviously, yeah. But if we're not living together, nah, we definitely gotta set times when it's okay to come here and shit like that. Like especially me, you, we roommates. If I wake up and then she just walk in the crib, I'm calling the cops. I'm like,
I'm calling the cops.
I don't know who the fuck she told her to come here, but it wasn't me. Can
He's
you
not
please
even
get her out
here.
the crib? Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
He's not here. Like, what?
Nah, I respect that.
crazy.
For the most, yeah, I would lean towards y'all. That was a good one. All right, so the next question I have for y'all is, can a relationship last if one
Start over.
pause? Can a relationship last if one partner's sex drive doesn't match the other's?
Depends on how important sex is to you. Right?
I think it's circumstantial of the cause, probably.
Yeah.
Like, think of it this way, right? Like if your girl's, like this is such a negative way to look at this. That your girl's grandma died like last month, and she's having a horrible time responding to it. Like you might still want to get the rock off. She does. So it's like
emotional.
circumstantial, but then it like at the same point, like it's like where is the line where it gets drawn? You know?
Yeah.
I don't think longevity wise, like it can always be like that, but I think you should be conscious at least of like if the shoe was on the other foot, where would you be? Depending on
First 3 months after grandma passing, you're not horny, I get it. But like 2 years and you're like, my grandma. No.
Right. Now that's a different ballgame.
So like, grandma, you don't like me. Clearly you don't.
You're cheating on me.
You're cheating, clearly. But what if it started off high, like, you know, obviously, you know, the fucking puppy dog stages is like y'all having a lot of sex, at least 3 times a week, you'll say, like normally. And then like throughout the relationship it's getting down to like maybe twice a month, if that.
Then what did you do? It was clearly fucked up at some point.
What if she's just going through her own phases in life, or you going through your own phases?
And then clearly we might be out phasing each other. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
But it don't have
we
to be
might have to
personal to
sit
your
down
partner.
and I think we'll definitely have to sit down and have a talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's dwindling heavily and I'm a person that enjoys sex, then it's like, what the fuck is going on? So we need to have a talk if it gets out of hand, at least.
Yeah, because for me, like, I can do that. Like, me and you, I can have 1 week where damn near every day, multiple times a day, we're having sex. But then I could go a whole month where it's like, I'm good. Like, I got it out my system. Right. And it's like, I can prioritize, like, different shit. And then kind of like, all right, you want to fuck now? Cool. But, like, for me, like, I've always seen sex as a comfort, yeah, but also as a reward. So like I had to work to get it. So it's like, okay, me, you could fuck every day, or we can still be together, be in a relationship and do something productive that will get you just as horny or feel just as much as an orgasm, and it'll be productive and conducive to our lives. So I just feel like as the relationship grows, sex like should dwindle a little bit, and it shouldn't be like a everyday or every other day thing. It should be substituted with something else that's more productive and allow your relationship to grow and build from.
Yeah, you please your partner in different ways, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It don't always got to be sexually intimate.
Yeah, but to answer your question though, I don't think they can, if one person has my mentality where that my sex drive could go from 100 to like 25, I might be too volatile for the other person. So I don't think necessarily is going to relax in a relationship with another person who has like a higher sex drive where they need it like 7 times a day or some shit, because they might end up like cheating on my ass because of that shit. They be like, "Oh, you don't want to give it to me? That's cool. Oh, what you doing? Let's hang out. I'll see you in 4 days." What? Like,
that's true.
Yeah, once a girl, you start hitting them up and they hit you with the "I'm sorry, I was busy," or like just some dumbass, like stupid ass response, or they don't hit you up at all and then try to hit you up back like 3 days. You was fucking. You was sucking. You was doing something. Doing some crazy shit. I'm sorry, man. Should I be cursing the way I'm cursing today?
I don't curse.
I just want to make sure. You been very clear.
Like, I'm an adult, man. You can curse.
Yeah, he's my age, but I look at him as like my older brother for some reason. I don't know why. Bro, give me unk vibes right now.
But for me, what I would say, the only way a relationship can last if, like, you know, y'all sex drives aren't aligning is if one partner is willing to accommodate, you feel me? If things change down the lines, like, you're willing to understand, like, all right, we don't fuck as much as we used to, but I'm cool with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
It don't got to be that important to the point where we can't last.
Yeah, but I love you just as much.
It's the type of intimacy too. It's like is when we do have sex, is it actually what I'm hoping for or anticipating as a partner, or is it just like we're fucking? Like, what is the middle ground?
Because like Lo said, there's other ways, you feel me, you could find that other than just sex.
Right. Right. I mean, you 8 years in, your girl cut off sex right now. You good?
Completely?
Yeah. Like your sex drive just go down.
That's tough. We're going to have some stipulations because there has to be a reason why you cutting it off.
Niggas said, what the hell?
Yeah, it's going to turn into some type of open relationship. Like, there got to be some stipulations, some put in place. But that's crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. You go if your girl says she don't want to fuck for a month, you gonna ask her for an open relationship?
Nah, he said completely, like
completely for a month.
I said completely. Like she's just sex drive
completely is crazy. Nah, I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
that's it's like deleted a part of the relationship.
Like a big part, like, you feel me? Nah, that's a good one. All right, so the next question I have is suspicion without evidence valid in your relationship?
Yes. Because my gut feeling is never, ever wrong. And every time I went against my gut feeling, I was later found out to prove that I should have went with my gut feeling. So, yeah, nigga.
Yes and no. I say yes because I've definitely gotten, exactly like you said, a gut feeling. Like, God just told me to
sucking dick.
Look through. God told me to look through that phone before I left to work that morning and saw some shit. I was like, oh, okay. But also, I feel like doing that without suspicion is like without evidence is that just considered being jealous?
Like a little bit of insecurity.
It's like where's the root of it from?
I know nonverbal cues, bro. I know body language. I know patterns. I know your energy. And if I'm analyzing you and you move a certain different way and we've been together for a minute and it's not lining up with who you are and how you like move, definitely I'm gonna go with my gut suspicion and do a little bit on some due diligence.
I guess the argument that's not even without evidence though. The question is without evidence, right? Because you're saying body language, you see it, you're noticing something. Like,
is that evidence?
What do you define?
Like evidence is like, yo,
stuff that
I saw like pictures of him or like read text messages and shit. Like anything that can be proven in the court of law, nigga. Not me.
Anything that can give you an answer is evidence.
If you're profusely sweating, if I ask you a question, that's a little evidence.
Like everything's going smooth though. Like if you're in a good relationship and then you just wake up in the morning and you're like, I think she's cheating on me. Like, that probably is rooted from something else. You know what I'm saying?
That's the origin. That's some like self trauma that you got going on. Right. Yeah, facts.
Woke up. I think my bitch is cheating on me.
Like she cheated on me in a dream. Oh nah, this shit's about to happen in the next couple days. Yeah. Definitely. You ever had one of those dreams where like it didn't happen yet, but then it ended up happening in the future? Yeah, is that called deja vu?
Yeah.
No, I think deja vu is like you kind of relive the moment. It feels like a moment you relived.
Isn't that what you're explaining? Or
like when I fall asleep, have a dream, and then I wake up like a couple weeks later, that shit would really happen in real life.
Oh yeah,
That's a
so yeah, it would be
premonition.
considered deja vu.
That's considered a premonition.
I was looking at it opposite,
A premonition?
Yeah, like where you see something ahead of
like foreshadowing.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
asleep though.
You could, in your dream, you can have a premonition.
It would be considered deja vu when it
I
actually
don't know.
happens.
I'm
'cause
telling
he,
you
like,
right
thought
now,
about it before.
my fault. I got superpowers, bro. I just don't know how to fully access these powers yet, and until I figure it out,
Right, you just got strong intuition. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
go with your gut.
like empathic, like energy, like I can just feel it. Like I
Energy is real.
But yeah,
said
what
I can
else we
feel
got, man? We're doing great on pace. And what time we got?
157.
You're lying.
Yeah, let's keep it up.
He said we setting records here.
Let's go
Wow, this is the
concise.
fastest
Hey,
we had in a
concise,
long
direct.
time. Yeah. Huh?
keep it concise, let's keep it direct.
Relax, bro. It's not even your turn. This is my episode.
Hey,
said,
let's
loosen
keep it
up.
concise. Let's keep it. Nigga said it to me. I said it back, nigga.
It's smooth though.
He said, "Hold
For
that."
the intros, nigga.
Exactly. You feel me? I like to bring full circle shit around, nigga.
No, you like to get people back for shit that they got you
Yo,
back.
all right. Let's keep it concise. Let's keep it direct, Rob.
All right. So speaking of, you feel me, sex. Should you have sex? He said, speaking of sex, all right. Should you have sex even if you're not in the mood, just to keep the peace?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. This is from a man's perspective. So like,
To keep the peace, like she horny as fuck, and I just gotta have sex with her just to like be like, all right, bet, good. Because if not, she'll be all tight and shit. Damn, I'm gonna take my answer back. Then yeah.
at what point as a man do you stand your ground though? Cause like for me, I feel it. Cause it's like, all right, say if your girl just got you dumb tight, da 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 da, and then all of a sudden she throws some pussy on you, and it just seemed like everything went away.
That be happening, but I'm gonna bust a nut and then still bring up the conversation up.
Yeah.
But it's like, as a woman, it's hard to get that perspective because I'm not a woman. But it's like I'm not gonna take you serious, bro. I could just throw it on you and whatever, bro.
They be thinking that. They really do be thinking
It's
that.
mind games.
Yeah.
So as a man, when are we gonna stand our ground?
I be standing my ground.
Yeah,
nigga. I
that's-
just told you I could go a month without pussy in a relationship.
But you just said that you're gonna lean in to keep the peace.
Yeah, same thing.
He's a double-edged sword.
He's a
I might do a
double-edged
little
sword.
bit of both. Depends on how I feel.
Depends on
It
what month.
depends
I
on what I
I
did
think
day
as
of the
a
week.
man, we have a different role with that though than the woman has. Because I feel like we have to kind of lean into it more, like in a sympathetic level. Or
Yeah.
if we expect them to, it's a little bit
Different,
right?
different. Yeah.
We expect her to lean into sex for us. It's out of pity. If we do it for them, it's out of like, I don't want to make her feel
Rapey
ugly
vibes.
and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
But is it only because as a guy we could only get it when we can, not when we want?
Nah, I think it's just because they have the power to it all. Women control everything. Their
P,
bodies, our
pussy's
bodies, sex.
Yeah. So
But-
basically, yeah.
At the end of the day, though, you have to understand if you have all that control, the little control that us guys have, if some of us want to use it and say no to vagina, you got to respect that. I might not. He might not. Gooney Jay might not.
So what y'all think to answer the question? Like, should you have sex to keep the peace?
I'm having sex to keep the peace. I'm just going to have
Usually, I
bad
say-
sex to keep the
I
peace.
say usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep
What about you, Rat?
depends on what happened. Again, I'm a situational person. If you did me dirty and expect me to kiss your ass by piping it up, no. I'm gonna be upset thoroughly.
Right.
I'm
And,
scared of bad
yeah,
sex.
if I did something, yeah, exactly. But if I did something stupid and I know I fucked up, then yeah, if sex can keep the peace, why not? I'll be in there.
Right.
But it's like if you fucked up, don't expect me to just want to be in the mood.
That's more
Because
like a punishment, though. You're saying like if it's
exactly.
like on punishment mode, then no. Like
don't get me wrong, like
Nigga say you act out of line? Give me this dick back.
don't get me wrong, like I might end up giving in because I'll look back and be like, who just says no to head? You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know what's the next time.
where
I
as a
might get it
man
from
do
my
we stand
girl,
our
like,
ground?
if I say no now, how I know this might not be the last time she want to give me head because I said no.
Damn, nigga.
So you feel me? Like,
Damn.
That's crazy.
that's a tough relationship. If you think
That is a
it's the
tough
last
relationship.
time.
say I'm playing a dicey game by saying no. Let me get in there.
Yeah, because you know what ends up happening by the time you stop being mad? They end up being mad for you being mad.
Exactly.
And I'm like, but you was wrong. But they don't give a fuck.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It's a slippery slope, but I'll say yes too, just to be in unison.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my woman
Holding,
happy.
basically.
I'm gonna make my woman happy.
I respect it.
It's just I have a good. If I'm not in a good mood, I'm gonna have a great performance. If you got me tight, all right, cool. You about to see like how you can control the lock on your vagina. I can control the nut of my. You feel me?
I just wanted to put it into a perspective where like you just felt like violated as a man. Like she just disrespected your whole manhood. Like really pushed your button.
Oh no!
And then
I'm
trying
not
to
fucking
throw it
keep the peace. Yeah, that's a complete different.
That's how I'm trying to put it into perspective. Because like, where as a man can we not fold?
If you take me out of my character,
For me, if we have an issue, right, and we did not solve that issue, and you want to keep, I can't stand when like confrontations happen, and then they like to like scoot over the conversation by just acting like on some awkward silent shit, and then come back like nothing happened. If you do that multiple times, I'm definitely gonna withdraw sex because that's not what we on. Like we have to come to some type of like solution first in order for me to feel comfortable to even be around you and talk to you, let alone have sex with you.
Right.
So I just don't think mentally I'm probably even I'm gonna have issues even getting up because emotionally I'm bothered.
Amen. Yeah, you know that.
All right, stamp that. That was great. Any other points for that question? All right, so we're gonna take it home with this last one here. Can consistently avoiding confrontations with your partner be toxic?
I think so. I think I kind of like touched it on it just now a little bit, but yes, I definitely think there's women who I've met in my life personally who fear growth and they just like where they at. Like, you feel me? And that confrontation they're afraid of, but I don't know why, because when you grow, bro, it always comes with little growing pains and people forget that part. So a lot of people can tolerate very little pain. A lot of people can tolerate a lot of pain. So I think if you're constantly avoiding confrontation, that means you just can't handle, and like you could handle very little amount of pain type shit.
Yeah, you too avoidant.
Probably in truth too, I think. Like I don't know, if you're avoiding confrontation all the time, it's like you're kind of avoiding truth usually.
Yeah.
Confrontation usually doesn't come unless there's some sort of root cause or problem. So it's not really a repairable circumstance once she starts, or you start behaving like that in a relationship.
I agree.
No, I mean, I think it's been said before, couples that argue stay together longer. Like, you actually show you care. And if you're not trying to argue to like create like a sense of security for both of us, then what are we doing? Feel me? Like you're just dancing around it and trying to always have a good time with me and always have a good moment when sometimes we might not. We need to have those difficult moments to make a stronger bond.
They have to find a solution though. Like it can't just be like we have a confrontation and then there's no resolution.
And then we have that confrontation again and again.
It has to be a
productive
solution
cycle in order for it to.
And that's where you have the sex to, feel me? Keep it.
Get that sense of clarity.
Yeah, but sometimes that sex is what's using to avoid the confrontation. And to me, I think that's manipulative and it's just like counterproductive at the same time because we're literally just staying here. We're not going here, moving forward or back because we didn't solve anything. We just let that shit go and then act like nothing happened. And a lot of people do that. And I think that's a toxic way to live is because you're avoiding all accountability. You're avoiding all like truth. You're avoiding just a opportunity, I feel like, to make your relationship stronger and closer.
So you're stunting your growth for sure. And it's like, as a human, whether you man or woman, how much can you hold in? You feel me? If you avoiding all this confrontation, like, all right, I'm gonna just take it on the chin. Like, how much can you really take on the chin and bottle up before shit hit the fan? You feel me?
Nah, no funny shit, bro.
That was a great one.
Yeah, that was really one of the great. I didn't get too funny or sexual. This was like real heart to heart relationship conversations we had today. But so far, man, like, how you feel about the episode, man?
Great. Yeah.
You seem so chill. It's really hard to read you a little bit, but
it was a humble beast.
Chilling, bro.
You bad humble for real. Though. It was real cool to like have you over though. Like I definitely appreciated everything that I learned from you, your experiences and everything. I like the fact that a lot of people can come here and add value to the conversation. There's been some guests who just sit here and just
supervise.
Once you take your phone out, I would have told you got to go, like in a nice way though. Like, oh, yo, it was good to see you. I'll tell me where to find you, and then go. Because one person did that, and now I took that episode off. Yeah, it's not on.
It's not up.
It's there, but you gotta
Really
really find that episode. And I don't promote shit like that. You feel me?
Yep.
Work hard. So before we get to leave, all right, Gooney Jay, please tell them where they could find you, and one last message for the audience.
So before I even tell you who I am, chase your dreams, be yourself, never give up on anything you believe in. It is possible. Whether you think it's not, it is. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm Gooney Jay. You can find me on all platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, at The Real Gooney Jay. The Giving Tree will be dropping in the next either month or 2 months. I'm not going to give an exact date yet, but make sure you check out my old catalog, Cry for Help, Limelight, Ghost, anything you can find with Gooney Jay on it. I'm stamping it. Appreciate y'all once again.
Would you have like, I know we said like, I guess the statement, would you have like a quote that you live by?
I don't think necessarily a quote. I have more so like a lifestyle, which is just be yourself, be authentic to you.
That's why I asked, because we're fighting the be yourselves, bro.
You know,
we have had so many be yourselves.
You know what the difference is though. I'll say this, right? Is like a lot of people say that they be themselves and they chase their dreams, but until you give your dream 100% and you're willing to fail, a lot of times
you're not being yourself.
You haven't really been yourself.
Thank you. That's actually a really good one right there.
Thank you.
That's why we deep dive on the be yourselves, because I want to know your perspective on be yourself. Not because you can say be yourself, but sometimes that person might be a piece of shit. Yeah, and you don't need to be yourself.
You can't be you until you learn.
So you need to be somebody else.
I mean, so.
Yeah, be another nigga, because we don't fuck with that nigga right there.
Be a better nigga, please. Be me.
You know what I'm saying? So, can't always tell niggas to be themselves, because yourself might be a fucking dickhead.
Yourself might be a dickhead is crazy. But real quick, I definitely just wanted to salute like to you as far as like your titles. You could tell you give a lot of thought to like your singles and your albums and the Giving Tree.
Yep, thank you.
That's dope as hell.
The concept behind it. Not a lot of people give album concepts anymore and really take their craft seriously. That's one of the things I definitely respect about you. I can tell there's gonna be a story. Not all the songs are gonna sound the same. I fuck with it. Like, I'm excited, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Keep doing your thing, bro.
And you my age, bro. You're living my parallel life. If I would have went 100% with music, that's where I would be.
Hey,
but so
we're on the journey together, bro. We cross paths for a reason.
Exactly. So before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, follow at Jungle Squadcast on Instagram, at JSC Network _ on YouTube. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, dare, stare, fair. Lakers in 5.
Yes! Lakers in 5. My boy.
But Celtics for real.
Shout out to the Jungle Squad once again.
You feel me? We the Jungle Squad. We there.
Yep.
And now we out of here.
Gettin